is probably will come up. He's probably just going to get some food. Marz is like he don't like being on the camera for like hours and hours straight. So
Oh yeah, I had to get some food too, bro. I ain't gonna hold this.
yeah, you always munching, man.
Okay, all right, all right.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
Munching is
What's wrong?
crazy.
I mean, you're always
Munching is
munching.
crazy. Munching is crazy. Um, shout out to Dub, man. Shout out to Dub.
I appreciate that.
I had to do well, first of all, shout out to the chat. 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 We had to do an emergency low nose because of what I just witnessed of Jimmy Butler in the last two games. It was so spectacular that I had to make an appearance. I had to, bro. By far, arguably two of the best games of basketball I've seen in my life. Not even arguably, it is in my lifetime, and watching it live was sensational. There's so many things that take away from these games, but I would be so remorse if I did not take the time out and applaud Jimmy Butler for his heroics and what the Miami Heat have done, because quite literally you could easily make the argument that the Heat just put off the greatest upset in NBA history.
I was just
make the argument.
I was just having a conversation with Marz about that. I think you could, but I just think like the We Believe Warriors was just like it was wild, especially considering the fact that Dirk Nowitzki Mavericks team, like they won 67 games, which is crazy to me.
Fair.
And they were healthy.
Fair. The problem though is that, and that's a very fair assessment to make. And they're in that conversation. So actually, before we get into that, 6 times in NBA history where a 1-8 seed has ended that series in an upset. 94 Nuggets, they pulled it off. 99 Knicks pulled it off against, ironically, the Miami Heat. The We Believe Warriors in 2007. 2012 Philadelphia 76ers against Chicago Bulls, but Derrick Rose was hurt. 2011 Memphis over San Antonio. And then this what we have right now, Milwaukee going down to the Miami Heat. The reason why it sticks out to me so much, so Dub, and I either keep it a bean with you, bro. I just got to keep it a bean. Bro, in back-to-back fourth quarters, not just one, in both of the fourth quarters, the Heat were down by double digits.
Yeah, that was a crazy thing watching the game. And I'm not going to lie, Lo, I was sitting there and I was looking for both of those games. I was like, dang, they're clicking on all cylinders. They're making shots. I'm like, dang, we're about to lose this game. And then they completely fumbled.
Completely fumbled. And in particular in game 4, when trying to tie it up, I want to say with like 7 minutes to go or something like that, like very clearly it's like a 11-point lead with only 7 minutes left to go in the game. Last night it is in a 10-point lead with 6 minutes left to go in the game. There's a double-digit lead heading into the fourth quarter that is sustained for a good portion of the fourth quarter. And they're able to come back from that. In particular,
there was a point in time for, I think, a 5 to 6 minute stretch where the Bucks only had one field goal.
No. I was just about to say that as well. It ain't no 5 and 6 minute. From the 1 minute left in the third quarter to the, I want to say it's the 4:13-minute mark in the fourth. The Bucks go 1 for 15 from the field.
Godly.
1 for 15 from the field. And the one shot that they made was a step back Drew Holiday 3. That was the only look that they could get for essentially like a 8-minute stretch. And that's supposed to be, and that was the number 1 seeded team in the East. A team that I think many people, and rightfully so, had them winning a championship. A team that, at worst, people thought were favorites to get out of the Eastern Conference.
Mm-hmm.
A team that many people were trying to make the argument had the best player on their roster. Like, though, that's a stretch that should never, ever, ever happen, and it happened. And it happened at a point in time where you don't want something like that to occur because you're trying to win a basketball game. And what's even crazier is, chat, while that stretch is happening, they're still they have such a lead on the Heat at that time that they're still winning the game. That they're still winning it. Like that's how much of a stretch that we are talking about of bad basketball being played, and still we're leading in that fourth quarter. So
Yeah.
I don't know how, like, that's crazy. Also for Jimmy Butler to have back-to-back 40-point performances, that marks his eighth time in his career where he's had a 40-point game. Two of which, this is the second time he's had 40-point games in the same series. Two 40-point games in the same series. Did it this year, did last year against Boston. Both of which, all four of these games ended up in the W as well. So it's not like he's putting up numbers and they don't win. No, putting up a W, and 3 of the 4 games are relatively close, like winnable games, and Jimmy Butler just pulls it through.
Mm-hmm. This is remarkable. It's one of the greatest things we've ever seen, bro. Like you said, bro, literally in my lifetime, like there's not a lot of times where I'm standing on the edge of my seat, bro, watching the game, really looking at the TV, and I'm like, yo, this guy is just like, we're hoping that he's missing.
Yes.
He's making everything. We're thinking, can he miss? Can he miss? And he's not missing at all, man. I'm about to send the StreamYard link soon, Mo, but before we do that, got some super chats to read off. Can we address the Drew Holiday can check MJ take?
Yeah, he can. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you.
No problem. 100-3,200. Who should the Bucks go after this offseason? Who should replace Budenholzer? Nick Nurse?
The Budenholzer adjustment is probably much more realistic, because the Budenholzer training coaches is much realistic. One of the most like untalked about situations right now, like in the NBA, is a new CBA situation. Shout out to Shaq, because he actually did like a stream or a video on a channel to break it down. And not enough people watch that video, and not enough people really understand what's going on. But in short, they're adding another tax apron to the salary cap. And if you go over that second tax apron, which I believe there's already like 6 teams who are already above that second tax apron, but you have no ability at all to make any noticeable adjustments. You can't sign MLE players. You can't use your MLE if you're over that tax apron. You can't sign players off of buyout players. Like this year, the way that the Clippers are over it would be technically over the second tax apron if it was implemented. They would not have been able to sign Russell Westbrook because of that. You won't be able to trade draft picks 7 years out like teams have been doing. So the way that the Bucks were able to get Jay Crowder this year, they would not have been able to do that. Mm-hmm. And then in particular, financially, it's even a harsher penalty for you to be a repeat offender, et cetera, et cetera. I say all that to say, bro, they're kind of screwed because they have no other choice but to bring back Chris Middleton, because there's so much over the tax already that they don't have enough wiggle room to go get anyone else. And this year's free agency class it's not that steep. It's not. So
why did the NBA create that rule?
The new CBA really, I think it really punishes the Warriors. The Warriors, they've been building something so great that they keep signing players over and over again. But they're $200 million committed to that team this year, and that's not even with Clay and Draymond's potential new extension. So they're going to be spending a ridiculous amount of money. They might actually spend $500 million on a year-to-year basis on that team, which is insane to even think about, like $500 million to keep that team together. But they did that to potentially prevent a lot of the team hopping that has been going on, because what happened is over the past like decade or two, really decade, mm-hmm. what teams have done. I mean, you know how teams, they'll go out there, they'll piece together the super team, and then the rest of the team will just be built up with a bunch of vet minimums, MLE guys, and then if I need a buyout guy, I know I'm gonna get him as well. All of those things that they've been doing to just fill out the roster while having superstars at the top, they cut that out basically. All that stuff got cut out.
Now, are you a supporter of that? Or
I am a supporter of it. I think it sucks. I think they need to make exceptions like to the Warriors, but like another team is going to get hit hard with it are the Clippers. But the Clippers literally bought their way into that team. The Warriors actually built the team they did successfully.
Got you. Can we address that Jalen Brunson looks like a Ninja Turtle?
I guess.
I don't know about that one, man. Ron Holiday, Low, glad to have you back, brother.
Shout out.
No, for real. Glad to have Low back, man. He's been on a hiatus. I'm glad he's feeling well. He was under the weather. A lot of popsicles in his mouth, and he's back. He's back in full effect. You feel me?
Okay.
Dropping the StreamYard link for everybody to join the madness, man. But yeah, bro. Lo, how long you gonna be here until you take another hiatus?
Today or just in general?
Oh, in general. I was just saying in general.
Oh my God, that was it. Because I gotta go watch. I might go watch Trae Young, man, beat up on Jason Tatum tonight, man.
Oh, you're going to the game live?
I might go to the game live, man.
Fire.
My feet might be on the hardwood too, man. Gotta sit there and mock Jason Tatum, bro.
Nah, no way.
Y'all gonna see me be nasty. Y'all might dead ass see me nasty on TNT tonight, boy. Y'all might see me be nasty.
Where you sitting at?
We still trying to figure out right now. So either a row behind courtside, or if the courtside seat gets a little bit lower, we might be able to hop on courtside.
I haven't been watching the Hawks and the Hawks and Celtics series too much. But I'm definitely going to tune in because I want to see your ass on that TV. Pause. I
might have to go crazy, man. I do want the Hawks to win just so we can push you a game 7. That's.
Yo, if the Hawks win, I'm not gonna lie, I gotta criticize the Boston Celtics because I've been high on them all season long, bro. And they're allowing a game 7 to the Hawks. Like, come on, bro. You can't just allow that 3-1 lead. And God forbid they lose. Oh my God.
I ain't gonna lie, but I will say this. I've been saying this entire time. Bro, this postseason run, we're gonna get to the bottom of a couple things, man.
Facts.
We're gonna get to the bottom.
And like I know you, me, and Marz were saying a lot of time, this postseason, I think we all seen that this was going to be one of the best postseasons we've had in a very long time. And it is not disappointing at all.
We're only in round 1. We're in round 1.
Woo! Can't wait, man. Let's get some guys up here, bro.
Imagine the Harden talks next round.
Oh, Low! Oh, yes! Low!
Man, the Harden talks will be nasty.
W too excited for that.
I forgot about that.
The Harden talks. What's gonna be the Harden? What's gonna be the Harden talks? What's gonna be
the Harden choke narrative is about to be crazy.
It's about to be crazy.
What have I told you?
The man is not. He's not healthy, but I guess you guys.
He
has an Achilles injury.
Yo, low.
Nah, you made fun of me for saying that this man was not better than John Wall, man.
Imagine trying to prove a point.
I think everybody made fun of you because of that, dog.
Imagine me trying to prove a point on an injured John Wall.
James Harden's just not that guy. He's just not that guy, bro.
Dub, you tried to give John Wall a handicap by saying 2017, though.
I have to give him a handicap to James Harden. Jesus Christ.
Dub, you're a nasty. Dub, you're a nasty hater, bro.
Yeah,
I'm not a hater, bro. I'm a
what I will say about that Sixers team, I think the real X factor is Maxey and that bench and the young players, man. Like if Paul Reed could give you some good minutes off that bench with their shooters, I think they're gonna be just fine in the next round at least because Boston is on fraud alert. But I still got them to win tonight. But they on fraud alert.
If the Hawks beat Boston, the Jason Tatum
they on fraud alert.
Is going to
they on fraud alert. They on fraud alert.
Yo, but low. You said you're gonna go to the game?
We kind of waiting to figure out what the.
Yeah, you making too much money. You making too much money, bro.
Yeah,
too much money.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm using.
I mean, what y'all expect, man? LOL is a YouTube royalty.
Yeah, we pocket watching this nigga low, bro.
Oh wow, y'all.
We gotta update that Google network.
We
gotta update that Google network.
I apologize for him, though.
This man is YouTube basketball royalty, bro. Like
this
somehow,
is crazy.
some way, he up, bro. Like
this is a crazy shaboinging.
Anytime you got Atlanta strip club money, you good, bro. Like
you're
crazy.
If the Celtics lose to the Hawks like the whole series, what are we saying about Tatum if he plays bad or disappears again?
He's already playing bad.
Yeah, but that 1 for 10 is nasty, bro.
One thing I do, Jaylen Brown is out of there. if they blow this. I know that for a fact. I don't know where he going, but he out of there.
I guess the biggest takeaway would be is that they didn't pull the KD trade, which I think, especially if the Suns go to the finals and win it, it looks even crazier because that was on the table and
that is true. Yeah, you could say that, but I guess we're gonna keep smoking on this Giannis pack, man. But
oh my God.
I mean, come on, don't act like you don't want to smoke on it, man. Take a hit of this, man. Come on. Everybody want to smoke on it, bro. Yo, they blew the dope. Giannis blew the dope. Drew Holiday was looking like straight up food. He looked like the steak that ticket low last night, bro. Like for real. Like he was just looking real bad out there. Jimmy was doing what he wanted to do. 42 burgers, 56 the previous game, almost 100 points in 2 games.
That's insane. Almost 100.
They look scared of Jimmy, man.
Yeah, they look frightened. Like, they look frightened, bro.
They look scared of Jimmy.
They look frightened, man. But I said all of that to say, I don't think this changes my position on Giannis as top player in the league. But it does make the conversation more interesting, especially going.
So what do you judge players off of? The regular season or the playoffs?
What?
How is he still number one?
Are you saying just a top player or the best player?
He said top.
I said top player. Yeah, I said top player. But I mean, the best player. After this postseason, we could definitely entertain a conversation with who the best player is. But
so it's Jokic. All right, cool. Bet.
You dying on the Jokic the best player in the league right now, Lo?
I know.
I had an argument.
I was
like
open.
they can't play music in the
I was open to the idea that it could be anybody, but everybody kept trying to just like pin me down to a name. But
I guess to add to Lowe's point, I definitely got Joker as the MVP, but best player in the world, I think he can be with his playoff translation, everything that he doing. He fouled out Rudy and Karl Anthony Towns in the same game. Come on, bro. Like so, with his playoff translation going forward, bro, I think he could definitely make some noise as the best player in the league coming into next season. But as of right now, that best player in the league spot is vacant right now. But Giannis is definitely still a top player, a top 3 at least, man. Like I ain't gonna just fold on him like that. But I still say he the best player, depending on what happens to everybody else, maybe. But we got to see how this postseason turn out. But yeah, we still smoking on that pack tonight, man. They need to break that up. Nick Nurse and Dame need to come to that team, bro. Like for real. Break that shit up.
They can't get Dame.
They can't get Dame.
They cannot get Dame.
Niggas is saying that. I don't know. How would they get Dame?
Dame is on a supermax contract.
Yeah, how would they afford that?
I don't know. Listen, figure it out. Package everybody. I don't know how they could get Dame, bro. I just said that shit, bro. Like they package everybody for a lot.
Nah, but
Nick Nurse is the move though. Nick Nurse is.
I gotta admit, Dove, you was right about that Drew Holiday offensive tape. This boy last night, he was looking very cooked offensively.
It's not just last night.
I mean, even when they won the ring,
the issue I have with people is people just want to believe whatever they feel like believing. Like there's cold hard facts about Drew Holiday and his whole entire postseason career on the Bucks, but they just glossed over it because Drew Holiday was just shooting more threes this year at a less efficient clip.
I agree with you on that.
Understood it. I just never understood it. Why you guys just ignoring the fact that every single year he's been in the postseason with the Milwaukee Bucks, he dropped dramatically.
Defensively, he was looking trash. He was looking like food yesterday, bro. Anytime you got Jimmy looking down at your soul like that, bro, like you're done. You're done, bro. Like that's just a cook session, bro. You was looking like fried fish.
I can't believe Bud did not give him any help, but then again, it's Coach Bud.
No, Coach Bud hate him, bro. Coach Bud gotta hate Drew Holiday, bro. Had him getting cooked on an island the whole game.
I just feel like there's a lot of things this year that a lot of us have been trying to point out to people about actual concerns, regardless if you think they were going to win or not. Like just the identity of who these teams were. And like if you were in denial about who Drew Holiday was, like as if like last postseason run didn't point anything out to you, or the postseason run before that didn't like highlight it. Like he's been this poor of a shot creator and shot maker since he's been in Milwaukee for 3 years now. I don't know why what you needed to wait for, but that was one of their biggest problems.
I was surprised that the defense was let down. That's what I was surprised at. The whole not just that.
I'm not even gonna lie. No, I hate that point of the defensive letdown with Drew.
I don't think it was.
When you're going up against somebody who's having a night like that, You can't do nothing but just tip your hat off,
bro.
To
No,
him,
you
bro.
need help.
And you need help. Yes,
you
do need help, but Miami
do something, bro.
Miami going from whatever percentage that they was in the regular season to what 45 plus in this series, bro. Like that's the glaring. That's not just to Drew Holiday, but that's to their whole defense.
That's to the coaching. That's what we're saying. We're talking about the coaching because the way they Bud has always played while giving up threes and just playing the
did
math
that last
question.
year to Boston too, bro.
Like, yeah, they've been doing that all the time. So like that's just how that goes. And so I don't really know. I mean, the change that can be made for Milwaukee has a lot to do with coaching, and that's something that I know for a fact. Marz and I have been yelling literally all season long.
Brooke Lopez is a free agent, and I think Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday is outdated on that team, bro. Like they need to figure that out. And try to go young and get some younger pieces around Giannis. Giannis need a short game too. He way too limited in a half court set. Get a floater, get a jump hook.
Got you.
Nah,
hey,
did y'all see the quote Giannis came out with?
I saw the whole interview.
When he got asked a question about Coach Bud about wanting to guard Jimmy more in the series, and he said, out of respect, you got to let the coach make that adjustment. At the end of the day, I wish I could guard him more.
He said that before, though. Like he said that when they would match up against KD.
Yep.
Like he always says that, and he says.
I think he said that last time they match up against Jimmy as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's always going to say that. I mean, he just does what the coach tells him to do.
And we're PJ Tucker when you need him, man. Yeah.
Yo, and what was
that's crazy? Jesus,
what was up with that last possession? They had a whole timeout, and he just.
I think they had two timeouts.
They had two timeouts.
That last
they could have advanced the ball up the floor, and if the inbound went wrong, they could have used their second timeout and drew up a better play.
That's what you call packing it up, bro.
But instead, it just seemed like they just inbounded the ball to Giannis. He passed it to Grayson Allen. They didn't even get a shot off.
Packing it up, bro.
Ending your season off of Grayson Allen ISO is crazy, bro.
That's way crazy. That's very crazy.
Hey, fellas, I'm gonna rotate the guests, man. But y'all be easy, bro. Appreciate the support y'all be giving, man. Salute to y'all, bro.
Can I get a hit up during the draft? Because everybody like.
Wow, got him out of here.
Yo, Leaf is crazy, bro. I love Leaf, man. I like messing around with him. Hey, this is your guy, right?
Cool.
What's good, man?
Oh, you got your glass. You know so crazy? No. As soon as you took your glass off, I was like, oh, that's not your glass. Yo, you having your you have your glass on like that is like a mask to a superhero. Like, yeah, what are you doing now? Who is that?
I'm about to graduate. I might be more professional now.
Mm-hmm. Wow. You're not.
Hey, Lo, how you doing, man? You feeling better?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I just wanted to tell you, I said it on Open Gym as well. Your boy Steph Curry just passed Magic 15 all-time playoffs. So next time you bring that up about Magic and Steph, you can use that. Also, I wanted to ask you, if Atlanta comes back and beats Boston, can you compare it to as good of a run as Jimmy? I'm not saying it's better, but can we have that argument?
No.
Because
it's not like Trey or anyone on that team is playing anywhere near close on the same level as Jimmy.
Okay, and the next thing I got is, how the hell can my Knicks win against Dub's Miami? Sorry, Dub, I told you Sunday I'm gunning for you.
I think y'all could. If y'all play it right, I think y'all could win. But go ahead, Lo. He asked you.
You got to be very active on the boards because Bam is really the only one out there rebounding, and sometimes he has problems doing that. Julius Randle cannot shoot you out of games in series, which he's inclined to do so. And then who? Randle?
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna play. He re-hurt his ankle. Is he gonna play?
Yeah, but he landed on someone else's foot, and they said it wasn't as bad as his previous injury where he was out for 2 weeks. So he seems good to me. I think he's not probably going to play the full first game. He probably come in and play like a couple of minutes, but I think he'll be ready for the first game.
When did they play? Monday?
Sunday.
Sunday. Okay. And then I think the other biggest thing is just making sure that the adjustments need to be made. I'm not someone who believes that Spoelstra is not arguably the best coach in this association. I think that it's actually pretty disgusting that the conversation that he's being put into. So I think that the coaching, and as long as you're active on the boards and not allowing Julius Randle to shoot you out, you should be fine in that series.
Okay.
The problem is though that y'all really don't have the personnel to defend Jimmy. So
that's what I was saying because I love Hart. I love Hart. I love Hart. That was a great addition.
I mean, they got Hart. They got
Hart
Grimes.
can't stop Jimmy.
Let's keep it a bean. Let's keep it a bean.
Jimmy was looking at everybody like, I want you. I want you. I can't have him doing that in New York. That's just gonna crush everything.
But he won't be guarded 1-on-1.
It don't matter if he gets off of a screen and roll, or if he goes to the basket and Hart picks him up. It's a wrap. He's gonna posterize him like he did Giannis. He did it several times too.
But I will say this: I think Jimmy's playmaking has been way better post Minnesota years. He's been way better at finding open shots since Sixers up until now. Way better as a playmaker. He's finding the open man, and I think as time with Miami continues to progress, he knows where his teammates are at. They kind of put him in really great situations. The set that they were running with the Bucks, where they were running screen, what Eric Spoelstra was doing was masterful, bro. He put Kevin Love out there. He actually made Kevin look like a serviceable player in a playoff setting, bro. That was crazy.
And he made Kevin Love look like Kevin of Love when he was with everybody's king, LeBron James. Like, he was really doing some good stuff, picking rolls, catching up the ball, hitting them threes. He was really doing good.
Yeah.
The fact he changed up and just had Bam running the offense was wild to me.
Yeah.
And I was thinking in my mind frame, I'm like, dang, bro. I think Bam could have won with the Golden State Warriors too, now that I think about it.
All right. So what are you about to say now, Jim?
One thing I was gonna say. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No, you
I
go.
was gonna say one thing y'all gotta say is y'all gotta give Bam credit. He put them up. He had made that post mid range to put them up. He took a lot of big confidence shot on that last.
Yeah, he did.
Put them
I
up.
give him credit.
I was surprised. Because he missed like the last three before that. And I'm like, he went right back to it. Like, he didn't just miss the last one, and then he made it. I was like, oh man.
I have this thought, and I really think the real issue with the Bucks is being overlooked. Everybody wants to focus on the defense and the drop coverage. Everybody is not really looking at, like, they were up so much playing like that. I don't really think that was the biggest issue besides like minute adjustments he could have made, like switching Giannis on to Jimmy. But can we really talk about, like, you could talk about Bud's lack of offensive creativity, but how much offensive creativity is he going to have when Giannis is your best offensive player and he's very limited? I feel like more people needs to talk about that. Giannis being limited as an offensive player, especially come playoff times, if he's going to be your best offensive centerpiece.
I agree.
I think he should go ahead. My fault. I was just gonna say he should just create a jump shot like Rasheed Wallace and he'll be good.
No. He need to post up, bro. He just need to post up. He don't need more. He just needs to post up. And I think Bud just needs to do a better job of putting him in situations where he's getting quality post position as well. The problem with him, and even AD struggle with this as well, where they do a terrible job sealing players, getting positioning and getting in their proper spots. I mean, he had a hard time sealing off of, and to be fair, Jimmy battles with you, so that, I mean, to be fair, but he had a hard time sealing off Jimmy and Bam all series long. And that's something that we saw even back in 2020. And even when he got the ball in the post, I mean, he had something that he tried to like a hook shot. I don't know what he was doing, but he had like a put shot on Jimmy near the elbow. I was like, bro, what are you doing? Like, that's not even, you can just clearly tell he doesn't have the reps. And I've been screaming about him trying to have more looks and more touches in certain situations, even if it means that your efficiency in the regular season is going to drop. The more comfortable you are in those type of situations, the better equipped you will be for the playoffs. And I think too many people kind of get caught up in the whole analytics and stuff like that and trying to be super efficient. But what's much more inclined for them, especially in terms of running their offense, is if he becomes a more suffice off post player. I'm not really thinking that he's going to be a jump shot shooter. I mean, if he can knock down the mid every now and then, that's fine. But I think it's easy more in the post.
Yeah, because oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna ask more of like how AD was with his jumper and his post game like that when he was healthy before the injury. That's what you mean?
He don't need to. No, he just needs to be hook shots and up and under for Giannis. No fades, none of that.
Okay.
Because what I'm wondering is, like, Giannis has this. Well, that whole Bucks team, like, I know people criticizing defense, but like, how long can you play defense in the league and not score before the team, like?
No, for sure. I agree with you. No, I agree.
That's why I'm like, I don't necessarily genuinely really think the Bucks, because I even watched the fourth quarter and overtime over again. a lot of those shots were just tough, but it's like you're giving them opportunity after opportunity. This is the NBA. This isn't college. This isn't YMCA or high school. Like, if you keep giving them opportunities and you can't score, eventually they're going to get in rhythm. And then, we had Butler he found a rhythm and he was hitting some crazy shots. Like, I don't even think Drew was playing that bad of a defense. Like, the motherfucker, he was just on the burner. It just, sometimes it ain't nothing you can really do about it. Like,
facts.
I should have just sent the double team.
Hey, fellas, there's a lot of people asking for the link. So today, for Low Nose, I'm going to rotate the gates a little bit faster than usual.
Low, good luck at the game,
easy,
man. I hope Trey makes it ice cold, baby.
Facts.
Y'all
be easy. You too,
go,
man.
New
Appreciate
York,
the
go,
support.
New York, go.
Yes, sir. Y'all be easy, man. Appreciate the support. We got 1,000 people in here. Like the video, subscribe, and we got some super chats we got to read, man. Did Marz make a convincing argument that Draymond is better than Melo?
Yeah, he did actually.
I hated it.
Sad to say, man. Sad to say. Oh, it's 1 minute to the 1 minute mark to the third quarter to the 3 minute and 17 mark in the fourth quarter, where the Bucks went 1 for 15 from the field.
That's so crazy.
A 10-minute stretch where they only made 1 field goal.
And this was the offense that they told me got so much better. They'll be so much better in the postseason.
No.
The shooters all around. It's like, come on, bro.
And Giannis is such a good post player, he can actually survive in the 90s.
I don't want to talk about Giannis, bro. You know what? I do want to ask you that, though, because every time I watch Giannis, I be thinking in my mind frame, I'm like, I wonder how his game can really translate in the 90s.
It can't translate, bro.
I don't. What caliber of player
it can't translate into 2000? I've already said it. I said that he would be like an 18-10 or 20-10 guy in the 90s. And the ticket was saying, if you look at his per 36, no, let's keep it a B. No. I don't even like doing it either, but no, let's just keep it a B.
Well, no problem. I agree with you. Rather have Trae Young or Giannis in the clutch.
I would say Trae just because of free throw shooting alone. That shot that Trae Young hit the other night, that was crazy.
I like Trae Young in the clutch. Happy belated birthday, Low. By the way, this postseason, get your goggles because this is just the beginning of Fraud Watch.
It is, man. We're going to have more frauds in the second round because either KD or Jokic got to be frauds. Curry or LeBron and AD got to be frauds. And then Tatum or Embiid and Harden got to be frauds. Somebody got to be a fraud, man.
I really want to see the KD versus Steph. I'm not even going to lie. That's
in the conference finals. That's peak basketball, chat. And you know what's even worse? KD's losing that matchup. But
oh man, the hate is real.
KD's losing. You don't think he is? Well, Wiggins defending him, Draymond roaming, Looney out there.
Well, KD got Devin Booker right next to him, bro. So D-Book will be able to get off. It'll be a good series. I don't think they're going to slow down.
But do you think KD is going to get off?
Oh, yeah. KD,
Let me tell him that he'll get off. But do you think KD's going to have a great series, or do you think the narrative is going to be D-Book just carried him?
KD will have a good series, 100%. He going to be doing his 28.
Who carried who in that first round?
I think they both.
Stop.
They didn't. Nobody carried each other.
Stop.
You think Devin Booker carried KD?
Yes.
Come on, man.
Which should be fair? What should be fair to KD? I think that rightfully so. He took a back seat because he was like, "No, D-Book has it going. Like D-Book is cooking." So I'm. It's not really a knock to KD. He identified that D-Book was cooking. D-Book, you got it. D-Book finished that series scoring 10 more points than him. Duh.
Oh no, yeah. Don't get me wrong. Devin Booker was the best player in the series, 100%. Yes. But let's not act as if D-Book carried him, because having KD right next to you, alleviating some pressure.
Oh no, without a doubt. Without a doubt. But I need to see him do that against. I need to see Devin Booker do that against Clay, Dante DiVincenzo, and GP2.
I need to see that too. Because him getting locked up against Reggie Bullock was crazy to me.
Yep.
Watching that last year was wild.
And I need to see that against those guards and Wiggins on KD. The KD replacement. Oh man.
The KD replacement is
man. You're not so crazy. I'm a Laker fan. I'm a Laker fan, and I gotta see that, bro. I gotta see that, bro. Those narratives will feed families, bro. Oh man,
I think KD should get.
Bro,
that.
the amount of money that will be made on this channel, oh man.
How many low no's will be happening?
Oh man, we have to do a game by game breakdown. Oh.
Got you. Giannis in the fourth quarter overtime, 3 of 12, 4 turnovers, massive choke.
Yeah, he did. He was bad. He was horrible.
Jimmy Butler or Kawhi from?
It sounds like it's about to be Jimmy Butler because Kawhi he's never available to play.
I actually somebody did ask me that, and I said the same exact thing. I can't, especially right now, I can't accurately place Kawhi Leonard because for 5 out of 7 years of his prime, he's been hurt in the postseason.
We're just talking about right now, Dub. That's all. That's why
I can't rank Kawhi in there.
Right now, he's not playing. Like literally, right now, he's not playing.
Right. That's why Jimmy Butler at this particular point.
It has to be. Can
you imagine he's only played 2 seasons and completed 2 postseason runs since 2016, excuse me. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is the
craziest. And one of them was sorry, Dub, but one of them was the COVID season where they took a 4-month hiatus. Like, come on, that shouldn't even come on.
Which benefited him in his injuries because he had a break.
Yep.
I hope we all see Jimmy. We all see Jimmy the most clutch. I hope we all say Jimmy's the most clutch.
Agreed.
No problem with that. Does Low dislike KD?
I dislike the people who make arguments for him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I actually support that because I think a lot of KD stands make a lot of bad arguments.
Mm-hmm. Most skilled. He ain't got no flaws, man. None. Most skilled all time, man.
Hey, SB, pick your head up, man. What you doing?
Oh, look, man. I was lost, man. Hey, shout out my boy Low. Because my I don't believe in the horoscope thing, but my Taurus brother, and he just turned 30. I turned 30 at midnight too. So
hey, man, you saying my age. You just saying my age. Everybody
you said it earlier already, brother.
Everybody gonna know.
I mean, I'm older than you. I got two of them things. You got none.
Old head, man. Old head, man.
We see the
dirty 30. Now you beginning your OG journey, Low. Hey, that's one of the best journeys to be a part of.
Hey, Low, let's start an old head podcast. We talk about icy hot back pains.
I said, you know, they like a little mileage on them. You feel me?
Okay.
Yeah, all right, brother. All right, brother. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. The day that took me out is when I went out. I was brushing my teeth. And you know when you spill toothpaste and you get you get the water and you kind of put it in your mouth. I looked up and I can see gray hair. I was I'm cooked.
Hey, you only got a touch of gray in there just for men. You might as well go do the commercial right now, little just for men, touch of gray, man.
I'm cooked, man.
But no, Dub though, I tried to catch you because I think you had went live a little bit late. But look, y'all boys got it done. Y'all did the impossible. Who would have knew? But I think Giannis need to be on the hot seat because if you are, because they got me and I said this yesterday. I think Bud he should have been fired. He got lucky, he won that championship, so he kept his job off that. So he respectfully, you have to keep letting him go. But after this perspective, you gotta let him go. Giannis need to be on the hot seat because you are the best player in the league. You have not got a consistent go-to move. I'm doubting it now. I'm doubting it now for sure. Because respectfully, you had to do for what he accomplished. That's cool. But now I feel like Giannis hadn't improved his game since one of his first MVPs. He's still not consistent in the post. He's still not consistent at the free throw line. He still don't got a consistent jump shot. And ain't no excuse about those moves because I seen with Jimmy Butler missed 2 jumpers. Maybe missed that 3 and that free throw. Eric Spoelstra ran plays to get him the ball under the rim and get in position to score. So Giannis can't even move off the ball to get into position to score.
Don't you think that's some of that is on Mike Budenholzer?
Yeah, he should be fired. But I think as Giannis,
I'm saying as far as coaching goes, if you're not writing up plays for Giannis to be in the post, he's not going to develop that type of work.
But you are the best player in the league. How can you not develop that?
So you're saying Gilbert Arenas was right?
What Gilbert saying?
He said Gilbert said Giannis has not gotten better at all.
That's a lie.
That's the far.
He was talking about his scoring game, though. He was talking about his scoring game.
What is Giannis' go-to move?
The Euro.
Barrel to the rim.
And how long he been doing that Euro?
2019.
No, before that.
Probably 2017.
Ever since he's been doing it for a very long time.
He's been doing it for a while.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Offensively, I'm gonna say offensively, he didn't add nothing. Or at least if you don't play the same shit,
scoring wise, he
didn't improve his game.
So after that game, where would you rank Giannis?
He can't
He's
be
still
top
in the
3.
top 5 discussion. I ain't about to be like Giannis is never undisputed the best player in the league. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no,
you said he's not top 3.
I don't know. I think he's still top 3.
I don't think he can.
Who's top 3 over him?
Jokic, Curry, and KD. We're gonna figure out.
I think Curry the best player in the league, bro.
I think honestly, I say you can get an argument for Steph or KD really has still been the best player.
Because I'm gonna keep it a being. If Steph wins again, what would be the argument? So because Steph, honestly, in this regular season before he got hurt, was looking just as good as he was in 2016. So I have to ask the question: up until he got hurt, and the same you can argue with KD. Up until KD got hurt, bro, they were very well in the conversation.
They was. It wasn't no conversation. They was.
Yeah.
They was.
So if Steph does that, then he goes in the postseason, plays great again, win a championship, plays great all postseason long, and sustains it. What is the argument against it? And he beat up on the Celtics again. What would be the argument? I just don't.
I agree with you.
Absolutely, there would be no argument there.
So where are you gonna?
He'll be over Kobe.
And I did want to ask.
That's wild. That's wild.
That is crazy to me. I'm
That's
not
wild.
gonna lie. So wait, where do you have Steph right now? 10?
9 or 10.
9 or 10?
He already in my top 10.
He's not in my top 10 yet.
Had to pack up Bird. Had to pack him up, boy.
Packing up Bird.
You got hold on, low. You got Magic on your list?
Yeah, he ain't there. I ain't gonna lie. Dubbing Marz.
No, Marz has Magic had him at 11.
Oh, Marz. I'm not gonna lie, Lo. You need to get. You packing up Magic.
Where you got?
You gotta pack. You packing up Bird. You gotta pack.
You got Wood and Hakeem.
Dubbing Marz and a few other people keep trying to convince me we need to have the Magic
Bird
talk.
is better than Magic, bro. Like
Bird is not better than Magic. No, sir.
Bird is better than Magic.
I don't care.
Where you got Wood and Hakeem at?
Will is not in the top 10.
Okay, that's fair. Where Hakeem at?
That's fine.
Pack him up.
Hakeem
is like right next to Curry.
What, like 10?
In that 10-ish, 11-ish?
8, 9?
No, not 11.
Like 8.
10 to 8.
Okay, that's fair. Okay.
Fine.
Below. My whole issue, right? I just really have a serious problem you having Magic at 4. Like it's just a real serious problem for me, bro. Like it gets me mad as hell because every time when I hear your criteria, you start shifting it all the time.
Just for Magic?
Just for Magic. Because I'm with you, right? Because I remember one of your arguments for Tim Duncan being in the top 5. Well, you said this word for word with OG the Beast in the Black Friday. Word for word, but I studied you, bro. Word for word, bar for bar. He's like, yeah, well, when we look at Tim Duncan and he does everything, his main thing is what he does defensively. We're gonna judge him mainly what he does defensively. So he from 1998 or whatever year he got drafted.
Yeah,
he said he was providing great defense all the way till 2010. He had a prime like that because of the defense that he was providing.
Hey, Dub, why you need to expose another thing, Low Dude, right? Because when it comes to Bird, he's talking about all his bad games, but Magic, he don't never do that, bro.
He's consistent with.
I'll definitely.
He'll cook Bird. I've seen him cook Bird. He cooks Bird.
He said,
I don't cook Magic.
When he did the time, man, he go for.
I look at Magic. Magic don't got the lows like Bird does. I will say that.
Bird's lows are
really bad.
Really bad.
Really bad. For Magic Johnson, especially for Magic Johnson versus Tim Duncan, I'm like, all right, if he's saying all this for Tim Duncan, he got to be over Magic. And you went as far to say on a different time on Open Gym, Magic had like 9 all-time great seasons. No, he had like 7. He had like 7 or 6.
It wasn't 6. No, you're.
Let me double check. I think it was like 7.
6 is because if it's 6, I definitely wouldn't have my top 5.
It's more like 7. If you want to give him 8, then I'll let that.
What's the 7 years?
1, 2, 3, 4,
he's probably about to catch it.
At least 7 or 8 for Magic.
10, 11, 12.
I say, yeah.
Oh, my bad. I'm tripping. He has like 8. He has like 8 or 7. He has like 8 or 7. There we go. He does have. Yeah, he has 8 or 7. And then Tim Duncan, he has just as much.
I think he has about like 8.
I gotta ask Dub this question.
No, I want Low to move. I want Low to move Magic under Tim Duncan.
Yo,
That's what I want.
he's trying to ask you a
No.
question.
My bad,
Yeah,
my
move
bad.
Magic under Tim Duncan.
I'll reevaluate it.
I'll wait.
I'll reevaluate it once I start putting Curry over Kobe, and then
Where is Kobe?
And submit myself putting Jokic over Kobe offensively. That's when I'll really start getting things together, man. That's
Okay.
Hey, Low
That's
finna be
nasty.
like chill
That's nasty
town
that
and
you
put Kobe
disagree
at
with me like this.
11.
But
That's crazy.
go ahead, PSP.
First of all, I just want to know how ecstatic were you last night when the Heat beat the Bucks, and also Lamar got his money.
Oh yeah, Lamar getting his money is an amazing thing. Salute to the Ravens organization by not being idiots. I think he got all the money he deserved. Bro, I don't think you know. Go pull up the Dubs World. I got drunk.
Yeah, I know you were on that Henny. You had to be on that Henny, Dub.
I was E&J. It was E&J. I was cheap today. I was cheap last night.
It's a celebration. You better post some expensive.
Dave Money live better. Walmart.
Get you some age 10 year drink or something.
Nah, bro. I just want to get drunk real quick, man.
That's why you got a beer drinking that E&J, man.
But Dub, I said it before, man. Playoff Jimmy is just a different atmosphere, man. I just don't know. Come playoff time, man, he's just a different animal.
It's the craziest thing I've seen, bro.
I'm willing to admit that Jimmy is probably the top.
Hey, you a demon. You ain't never got the brown paper bag on it. You living like Franklin Saint, boy. You got to chill.
Go ahead, Low. Go ahead, Low.
What'd you say?
While Dub was celebrating, my ass was in tears because the Cavs just lost in the first goddamn round, bro.
Bro, do you know how difficult it is for you to struggle to score 100 points in 4 out of 5 games?
Hey, do y'all think
one game, bro?
Do y'all think the Knicks defense gonna be trouble with the Heat? Because I don't think one person can beat the Knicks though. Because they tried to run 2-man game against the Knicks.
My bad. Low's about to say what I literally said on Open Gym. Go ahead, Low.
I don't really think it was that much of the Heat's. Knicks defense. I think the Cavs offense is just that bad.
Yes,
I think it's that bad. And in a playoff setting, it looks even worse because you're just overly dependent on D-Mitch scoring and creating for basically everyone. You got 2 front court players in Mobley and Jared Allen who have to have someone else create for them. So they had games where they're combining together for 10 or 15 or 18 points, which is crazy. And then Garland, if he's not giving you nothing, then you're crossing your fingers hoping that Karis LeVert can give you something. Who's in the fax? Who getting the fax through?
Yeah,
I'm looking for it. I'm really. I think it was PSP. It was definitely PSP.
My brother.
Somebody
get
crying.
But I was like, yesterday was the bad night.
Hey, look.
Hold on, I got a question for y'all. So, who do you blame the coach for that, or do you blame Mitchell and Garland? Because I don't even think they was really looking for their teammates to get them involved. I think they should have played more
No.
They were just running that half pick and roll, and then or he was just throwing and trying to
There's nothing else that you could run though. What are you going to run? Evan Mobley and Jared Allen post ups?
They can't. They have no bag.
They're just the makeup of the roster. That was a flaw of their roster. That was it.
Yeah.
Everybody knew there was it. They didn't think that it was going to be that detrimental.
Yeah. Exactly. I same thing what Marz said. I literally thought Julius Randle was going to be so terrible that we was going to win the series. But Jalen Brunson was
He was.
Wait, Doug, can you check the numbers on that to see how Randall was?
Bro,
I'll tell you right now. I
got to memorize.
Yeah, it's that bad.
16 points. 16 points, I think, on 31 or 32% from the field and 28 from 3.
You know what's so crazy? You know what's crazy? That's better than what he just. It's actually what he just said is better than what it actually was. It's 14 points, 34% shooting from the field, 23% from behind the arc.
Jesus,
I thought he was going to be better,
man.
And they won in 5 off that. That's
what I'm saying.
Player.
He had in the entire series, he had 15 turnovers and 25 made shots.
Yeah, I was disappointed off the Cavs interior defense. I thought they was gonna be really better. Like it was like the Knicks was getting to the paint a lot on them.
We couldn't grab a damn rebound. Man.
That too. Mitchell Robinson. 11 rebounds.
And I will say this: he is scaring me. He is really scaring me versus Miami. I will say that. That boy, didn't he have like 11 or like 7 offensive rebounds?
Yeah, he had 11 yesterday. Yeah, 11.
That's crazy, bro. Like that's crazy. Nah, bro. He's scaring me, bro. He's scaring me wholeheartedly. But hey, I'm gonna rotate the guests, man. I appreciate everybody for being up here. Appreciate the support. Happy birthday, Low.
Yeah,
that'll be easy.
Hey, Dub, real quick. Can I ask a question there real quick?
Go ahead, fam. Oh.
It's a question probably for Low. Low. So for tomorrow's game, what are like 3 or 4 adjustments that Darwinham can make? Because a lot of them are very simple. What would you say are like the top 3 or 4 adjustments that he can make?
Don't play the Rui and LeBron lineup.
Yeah.
Just my goodness. Also, if Ja is going to be going off, there's no need for you to like be hell bent on the idea of always playing Schroeder or Vanderbilt. And if anything, if you are going to play those two, I say play Vando way more many minutes because you go through stretches where you don't have an actual defensive presence on the back line. So I say try to make those 2 adjustments. But the outside of that, a lot of the things that they struggle with are things that they struggle with the entire season, which has a lot to do with offensive sets not being ran, not getting quality looks on that side of the floor, and then shooters being fake shooters. Troy Brown and Malik Beasley, those are fake shooters. So
Malik Beasley's so crazy to me too. Like, and that's crazy that you keep saying fake shooters, but it's like he ain't doing nothing right now. And I'm like, golly. Yeah. So, hey, MJ, appreciate you, bro. You be safe, man. And I love the avatar.
Hey, you. Oh, I had to. Oh, my fault. You know,
I kicked you. That kicked.
No, you good. Y'all be easy, bro.
Be safe, fam.
No, wait. Marz said, Marz, why don't you just come up here, bro? You're crazy. He said, Dub asked Low about my idea of bench Chris Paul.
Oh, man. I'll ask for you. I'll tell Low what it is. So what Marz said, because somebody asked us, what should the Suns do to defend against the Nuggets? And what I said was, you ain't got nobody to guard up Jokic. So you just got to live with that and try your best to contain.
Do they have anybody who can defend Jamal Murray?
Send double teams, make sure limit him, give him tough reads. I think that's the best option y'all can do to slow down that offense. Then what Marz said in contrast to that, he was like, I would bench Chris Paul, have Torrey Craig, Josh Okogie out there with D-Book and KD. He said, the only and then just switch on everything. They said the only person that's not allowed to switch is DeAndre Ayton. Everybody else, you're switching on everything. If somebody's getting a pick and cutting to the basket, switch. No matter what, you switch besides DeAndre Ayton. That's what he said.
Yes. In theory, I'm not mad at that, actually. Because it's not as if, like, what they run. I mean, D-Book was basically just creating his own offense for most of that first series. So, yeah, I would actually, in large part, agree with it. I think people may think that's crazy just because it's Chris Paul, but I need y'all to really, 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 really watch Chris Paul play because it's been nasty. It's been nasty. It's been nasty.
Ever since you told me that stat of less than 5 feet, oh my God.
Bro, every time I think he's getting to the basket, it's a pull-up mid. I'm like, yo, oh my God. Yo, just get to the basket, bro. And so that's the reason why I actually think they're going to lose is because the weakness of the Nuggets, they don't have really anyone outside of potentially D-Book to actually get to the basket to exploit Jokic. And I actually have a question for you and Marz.
Mm-hmm.
If Jokic goes through this run and dominates, how much credit are y'all going to give him? Because he's not going to match up with anybody that can stop him. Mm-hmm. Because if Giannis is out and Embiid is going to be out as well, he's going to go against DeAndre Ayton. Let's be real.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
After that, Kevin Looney and Draymond or AD.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to get to the finals in either Bam in that front line or Al Horford in that front line.
Mm-hmm.
That comp, I don't think is personally, even as somebody who's trying to make the argument for Jokic over Kobe offensively, even I don't think that comp is good enough.
Yeah, I wouldn't, for the whole Kobe and Jokic shit, I would never get on that train offensively. I just wouldn't. I can't do it.
So it don't matter what he does.
Yeah, I can't do it because even that.
What if he cooks Embiid?
What if he's? Well, nah, I still wouldn't move.
Wow.
I would say if he had more like defensive guys, like let's say Cleveland, right? If he's cooking them boys and stuff,
yeah,
I would value it very highly. But a lot of Jokic's road, I mean, it's guys he should be able to cook. So, but in terms of like best player in the world. Nah, we can have those combos. And I've been one of those guys not really talking about it, but Jokic going on a run like that, I'm not going to lie, we having those combos. And Marz, don't talk about Rudy Gobert to me, bro.
No, but I actually think that the first round might be his most difficult matchups, especially when what's the coach name in Memphis? I'm not Memphis, Minnesota. He actually made the adjustments of putting Towns on him and having Rudy roam around a little bit more. I thought that was a great switch in defensive scheme. And even that didn't matter. Like he literally capped him in foul trouble the entire game. That was crazy.
Yeah, I don't value Rudy like that, like everybody else. So it doesn't.
Wow.
It just doesn't. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. I'm sorry.
So 2 7-footers, he cooked both of them.
Well, Cat's a terrible defender, so I don't care about Cat. And then Rudy Gobert, I don't think he's a great one-on-one defender either.
I'm gonna keep it a beam, bro. He's eating Evan Mobley alive. Pause. He dominating Evan Mobley.
I guess we'll have to see if they make it to the final, man.
Man.
Hey, Lo, is KD over Giannis right now?
Seems like it, man. I don't know what to tell you, bro.
Seems like it.
If Giannis had a Devin Booker, man, if Giannis had Devin Booker, it'd be over for the league. Holy hell. Saying that out loud is crazy.
No problem. Gotta give Trey his credit at some point. Been a walking 30-10 since he was 21, 32-11 on 44, 35, 85 since game 1. Miami series was an anomaly. It wasn't an anomaly.
It wasn't an anomaly because he did this. If you go back and watch his Sixers series, he was just as bad. Fair against Milwaukee, he was hurt, but it's not an anomaly. No, that's not an anomaly.
No problem. No problem. Are the Hornets the worst franchise in NBA history?
Maybe. Minnesota looking like they have a run for their money.
It's between them and Minnesota.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it. All right, so let's get some guys in here that got some beef with you. You got Ticket over here pulling up.
That's not Ticket. Oh,
Hello.
Ticket.
It looked just like him. It looked just like him.
No way. There's no
way you ain't call me Ticket.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
Yo, Low, man. What's good, boss?
What did I say?
I'm gonna make a slander video about Mr. No Knees Kawhi and Mr. I'm not going to go up to the playoffs, Paul George, the same way you was trying to pack up KD a couple years ago. I'm just curious.
Yeah, I actually pushing it back because I got to make the Jimmy video.
Okay, the Hit Me Butler video got to come first.
Yeah, the Jimmy Butler definitely has to. I got to give.
Necessary.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler did the but I actually. Hell, I might be able to push
one out here, bro.
I might be able to push play on my other computer, and the audio might play of the Paul George and Kawhi video.
That's all I wanted to hear. That's all I wanted to hear.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, facts.
Appreciate that. You are fair. All right, you are fair.
Hello.
These YouTubers out here, I don't know about them, man. On this Giannis talk lately, don't know how. KD got packed up in the first round. It was video after video, slandered.
Facts.
He couldn't do it on his own. This, that, and the third. Bro got packed up with his full team by one man.
Hey, Skilla, I said
they're gonna do it to Giannis too, but
Skilla, I said on the panel, right? When Giannis did his thing about the failure, this season being a failure, and then was talking about everything else besides failing the season, I said if KD or LeBron had that same exact response, you know how many people would have killed them for?
It'd be both of them flamed.
Yeah.
Crazy, bro.
But you know why?
I do agree with Giannis though.
Yeah, that's not fair.
You know why that is though. Like it's because of the fan base that surrounds them. It's fan bases that root for KD. They have this real hooper mentality. So in their mind, KD can't respond that way because that's how they, you know what I'm saying? Like that's how they don't view basketball that way. You know what I'm saying? So like the people who, for example, the people who support Giannis and Jokic, they could respond that way because the way that they contextualize basketball is different. The people who support
that's not true.
Yeah, I don't know.
No.
Supporters of Giannis, maybe for Joker, that's fine.
Yeah.
No, I said my bad. Maybe for Joker is fine. Giannis though, they are believers of getting the job done. Winning, going.
I think that's just Ticket. I think that's Ticket.
No.
Giannis, the way people talked about prime LeBron, KD on the Warriors, they're talking about he's by far heads and shoulders the best player in the league on both.
If somebody says that Giannis is on the same par as prime LeBron, they are crazy.
I didn't
No,
say
they
did
just
on-
respect
I said
Giannis more.
Call him like
low-key.
he's prime LeBron, like he has to win, like he should be clear cut, like finals every year.
No,
That's
if,
what they call
if
it.
anybody
love-
said
I
that,
think
A lot
it's the
of-
fact that people just respect Giannis just because he stayed on the Bucks when he could have left.
Facts.
So,
Yeah,
That is,
I
and he
give him,
won.
I give him mad respect for that. Nobody,
but he,
but he should leave, in my opinion.
no,
I don't
he
think he
shouldn't
should
leave.
leave.
No,
No, fuck.
no,
that.
they done did a lot for him to make that work out, and part of the reason why it's not working out is because of him.
yeah,
Let's keep it.
Yeah,
a
new coach did
yeah,
help
free
out too.
throws, man.
But everybody
Not
talking
out
about.
of 15 feet. It's crazy. We call him the best player in the league. I don't know about that, man. I think we really need
Yeah.
to evaluate this.
So
I don't
like,
think he's the best player
the
in the
main
league right
the
now,
main
man.
thing. So the thing about Giannis fans is, I feel as if after LeBron, is digressing, all those LeBron fans just replaced LeBron with Giannis, right? That's what they did. They just switched over to Giannis, saying that's my guy. Those guys hated KD because of the move. They're gonna criticize him for every single thing and any little thing. So you got a bunch of LeBron/Giannis fans on the Giannis train who's gonna criticize him for losing, who's gonna get on his case for losing, who's gonna get on his case for talking out and speaking out. And if Kevin Durant ever said last season that last season wasn't a failure, they would have crucified him, bro. Everybody would have cooked him.
Absolutely.
And Giannis, and all I see in the chat, all I see in the comments for Giannis, oh man, that's a real guy, man. He's speaking facts, man. That's why I love Giannis. That's why I love what the fuck? What are y'all talking about?
But low key, Kobe said the same shit though when it comes to failure though. Like he said, it doesn't exist and all that type of shit. I just low key saw a video. He said failure doesn't exist unless you're not progressing. To sum it up.
You
So it all based off how Giannis
you got to share that video because I ain't gonna hold you. That would shut up a lot of people.
I'd like to see
no,
that.
It's in my opinion, like it's all about how he bounced back from this. Like if they go from bouncing out in the first round to not even making the fucking playoffs, or getting bounced out again in the first round.
I don't even think it's that. I think if they get bounced out like this and he still does not improve, then it is a failure.
But I want to see him with a new coach first, and then I want to see like how we can judge him. Like,
no, he just needs to be a better post player.
I think it was Dub who said it like a couple minutes ago or like a little while ago. He hasn't really improved since he became like Giannis. You know what I'm saying? Like he hasn't gotten any better. Started looking at him like one of the top players in the league. He's just doing the same things slightly more or less efficiently year to year.
I just think that's wrong. I think that's wrong. I think he's became a noticeably better passer. Passing playmaker, he's becoming better at that.
I just think he need to be a better scorer, be around a better scorer, pair with a better scorer like Dame or
I would say
somebody on Levine's level. Not even on Dame level. Levine's level would be
man. Levine
way better.
Would be crazy on.
I've been trying to push this agenda. Giannis to Chicago, man. Him and Levine.
He's not leaving though. Jesus.
Look. We signing Trey Vucevic and DeRozan. DeRozan about to get them. He wants
that will be the worst trade of all time.
Don't give a
DeMar DeRozan and Vucevic for Giannis. That is the worst trade I've ever heard.
3 first round picks, bro. We got the lottery.
You
pick
think
too,
that
man.
3 first rounders is enough? No way.
Look, if we fuck around and get the first pick out of the lottery, they can go for Wemba. Trade that first pick.
How?
To Milwaukee.
Let me ask you this: why the hell will Milwaukee, a team who has championship,
because they got Coach Bud, they signed Coach Bud, they'll do some dumb shit like
they're
that.
Gonna get rid of him.
They'll fire Coach Bud before they trade Giannis.
Yeah, he just fried Bud. Nah, Bud gotta go. I'll give you that one. He got to get the fuck out of there.
If anything, Zach LaVine might force his way out of Chicago.
Yeah,
he might just force.
No, he loves Chicago though. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, that's what you think. Oh, you think
no,
he loves?
I do think if he do leave, I won't be mad. But I think if we do, like we'll get rid of DeRozan before Levine.
There's a lot of men out there that thought their girl loved him, man. And they still cheated.
And trust me, he don't love Chicago, boy.
I don't think he loves Chicago.
He gave him the opportunity.
I think you
to become the guy he is, man. I ain't gonna lie.
That's fine. He can become that guy. He'll become a champion if he join Giannis. So he'll definitely appreciate y'all. But trust me,
is Lonzo done? Like, is he like cooked like career wise?
I think he's done.
It's hard to recover from the surgery that he about to go through. So
what's wrong with him? I don't know the injury.
It's a cartilage problem. Some shit.
Ooh.
Yeah, if you have a cartilage problem in your knees, especially like at that time, and you keep having surgeries on your legs, Nah, bro, you're done. Like you can't.
Yeah,
do
like
nothing
6
about
different
it.
doctors said they don't know what's up with it. So,
Yeah. So that team's done. They gotta break that up, start over.
I feel bad because you know what? The Bulls were on the come up with Lonzo.
And that's why Giannis is a good
Oh,
playmaker, bro.
yes, they
That's all
were.
we need.
Bro,
we was 32 and 18.
You cannot be on the come up with DeMar DeRozan, either your first or second best player. You can't be. You can't, bro.
I feel you on that.
It's impossible. It's
Bro,
impossible.
Zach was our best player till Zach had knee problems.
No, bro.
In that
And
season.
DeRozan, if DeRozan is your first or second best player, you cannot be on a come up, bro.
And if Vooch is your third, you ain't going nowhere.
You're not on a come up, bro.
You ain't going nowhere, bro.
That's a fake come up.
Vooch was going to explore the free agency and shit. So, but
that's a fake.
Not for the Bulls, but yeah, Steph
Wait,
Curry.
what do y'all got to say before Dub pack y'all up, bro? Because Dub is already itching to pack.
Suns in 5, Nuggets
There's
are
no way
front.
you just read my body language like that.
Wait.
And I was just about to say it too. Not even gonna lie.
Wait, what do you say?
I said, who do you have tonight?
I got Tatum. I got Tatum in the Celtics.
If they let that go game 7,
Thank you.
This is embarrassing.
No, wait. Are you asking me my analyst or my what I want to see?
Analyst.
Oh yeah. Now what I want to see is for Tatum to fail. That's what I want to see.
Damn. There's no way.
Why?
This would be insane.
Hey man, I don't know if y'all know this, man.
We want to be nasty for no reason.
Families will be fed this postseason run, man. The amount of money that will be made, man. The amount of money that will be made, man, it's ridiculous, man.
If Harden wins a ring, are you gonna?
Oh man, families will be fed, man.
You gonna praise him?
Look, Tyrese Maxey.
The Harden and Iverson talks.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, no Harden and Iverson talks are out the window, man.
Oh,
I think they've been out the window, but that's just me. I don't know.
I get real nasty. Those Harden and Wade talks.
Nah, stop it, yo! Someone get this man out of here, yo.
No,
Harden and D Wade for what?
That's crazy.
For the third best shooting guard all time.
Never
in his life.
No.
That makes no sense.
Defense.
It's hard to have playoff translation.
Hey, y'all be easy though. Y'all be easy though.
Yeah, y'all be smooth.
Wait, who the Knicks dude? What do you gotta say?
Oh, that's me. Y'all, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Y'all hear you.
All right, I just want to say, first off, as a Knicks fan, Dub, Hemi Butler terrifies me. I am terrified, but I think if we can throw Josh Hart, Quentin Grimes, Miles McBride. If Tibbs plays him, which I do, I really do. I watch Josh Hart slow down Mitchell. I watch him do
6 and 6.
Bro, you know how easy it is
Donovan
to slow down
Mitchell?
You know how
There's
easy.
no way.
Well, watch this. You know how easy it is to slow down Mitchell when you know damn well you're gonna get help because there ain't no shooters around.
Yeah, that's true. They ain't got no shooters over there.
Like, bro, if he gets beat, he's stuck. He's gonna get hit with a double team.
Garland can't shoot now. Is that what we're doing? We're cheaping in.
Two shooters
didn't look like
right?
it.
Is that what we're doing?
Two shooters out of 5 guys on the court.
The Knicks have no shooters. We have none. And we busted. What are you saying? Like we got Brunson cooking them. That was it.
I want to say Brunson. Hell no.
And Barrett and RJ.
RJ's not
all right.
Let me say something about Curry.
We talking about cooking.
It was it. We was just cooking them. That was it.
And Grimes.
Y'all are chatting.
Let me say something about Curry though, man.
We got you. We got you.
It's Curry. What is Curry?
Look here. I said this on Open Gym like a month ago, bro. They call me crazy.
Let's hear it.
This nigga Stephen Curry is going to be undisputedly top 5 if he gets ring number 5, bro.
Undisputed top 5 is crazy.
No,
undisputed.
I got Magic at 5. So and Curry just right behind him. And
so will Curry be the greatest point guard all time to you?
Most definitely. I'm already itching to say that. So
I'll have that combo.
Yeah, pack Magic up, man. Come on, come on. Pack him up. I've been waiting for it.
Oh my gosh.
It's about that.
So you have you already packed up Bird?
Bird is like I just put it in the private chat. I got Bird.
Out of here, bro.
I got Bird.
So listen,
I got Bird at 9.
This is what we'll do.
I got Bird at 9. I
want
should
to
switch Bird over.
see your reasonings for Bird. We'll do this one day. Your reasonings for Bird. I'll give you my reasons for Magic, and we'll see if we could come to a conclusion about this. Because Magic Johnson being a top 5 player, I hate every single time.
Yeah, that is crazy.
I hate it.
I don't know how you got Magic.
I think it's ridiculous.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
All right, yo, y'all be safe, man.
Hey, just one more thing.
Go ahead, fam.
I need y'all to cook ticket over this Giannis stuff.
Oh,
Do not let that man.
Oh,
off the
yeah.
hook.
Getting cooked.
He said Giannis during Hakeem.
He got cooked today.
Oh my god!
Y'all did him wrong to this morning. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all
Do
did
not
him
leave
wrong.
that
He
man
did
alone.
himself wrong. Ain't nobody
Y'all
did
jumped that man.
Ain't no one make him
Jump
say
him.
nothing about Hakeem.
Nobody not make him say that. That was a crazy
He
jump.
put
for
his
him to
name.
make.
He
And
put his
Shaq
name.
and Ron defended him. Shaq
Yes.
and Ron defended him too.
We had a 40-minute convo about how he could hypothetically be a post player in the 90s.
That
bro.
was nasty.
Golly.
It was an hour of nastiness.
That was crazy.
I didn't even watch it.
But do you think he need to be next to somebody that could be a threat up the top so he could focus more on the post game? That's what I'm saying. He just needs better.
for sure. But I mean, I think he needs to just focus on the post game regardless. Like that, he don't need to wait until they get somebody. That's something he just need to do regardless.
They can go through the regular season giving Giannis post touches and not fall into the 9 seed. Like they can still be a top 3 seed giving Giannis post touches during the regular season.
But isn't that Bud? Because Giannis is always talking about how, this is what the coach wants me to do. This is what the training staff told me.
Yeah, but it don't even look like he himself is even working on it because he himself can work on that in the off season. He don't even look like
He don't want to have a post game.
That's true.
Yeah. All right, fellas, man. Thank y'all for coming, man. Double trying to
All
get
right,
y'all
man.
out
Y'all
there,
be good, man.
Double has been itching. Double is itching.
Knicks
Dub is itching to get y'all out of here, man.
That'll be easy, man. I'm trying to do.
Well, I'll just fuck with y'all. I'll just fuck with y'all.
Y'all be safe, man. Y'all be safe, man.
Yo, Marz and Dub, man. Y'all are really trying to push this magic agenda on me, man. It's working. It's working. It's working.
I'm glad it's working. I'm glad it's working.
Magic top 4, man. Like
it's working, man. It is working, man. Because I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. I keep thinking, what is going to stop Curry from being better than Magic, man? I ain't gonna hold you, man.
It's not a lot, bro.
I don't think it's a lot,
especially considering the fact, like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, Curry. When we talking about the offenses and like the teams he was around, like, I'm not gonna lie. In 2021, I'm not gonna lie, that season in 2021 was wild from Curry.
Yeah, it was.
Like, his ability to overcome that much lack of offense, it was just him.
Dub, I don't want to change the topic. You guys can carry on. Dub,
No.
I have a little bit of smoke for you, and I just thought about it.
Go ahead.
You said, and I remember you saying this, and it wasn't long ago. It was maybe a week or 2 ago.
Mm-hmm.
You said peak Giannis was on the same tier or better than peak Steph.
Oh yeah,
how's that aging right now, W? Like, how's that feel? Because I thought I was just incorrect when you said it, but you said it.
And you know what's so funny? I actually was thinking about that in my mind today.
Like, I was eating my chicken wings. I saw your face. I was like, this guy said peak Giannis was better than Steph.
I did. And now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I think they're in the same tier, but it's flipped.
No, they're not.
I think they are. Because
Steph is like a top 10 to 15 peak all time.
I think Giannis's peak is top 15.
Get the hell out of here. No, you do not believe that. You don't believe that.
How not?
No, you don't. No, you don't, Dub.
Low would have believed that last year.
I think he would have.
Not a top 15. If it was top 15, like number 15. I do not think
that's where they're all around for me.
No, Steph's top 10 to me.
No,
he's top 10.
Steph is like 8 to 12 or 8 to 11. He is not 15.
Because it's about what I value, right? I tell Marz all the time, like, I really reward both sides of the ball. Like, it's very hard for me to sit here, like, Stephen Curry, like, if there's going to be any time for me to call him the best player in the world, it will probably be this year. Like, I've never called Steph the best player in the world for me. Never, not once. Because of LeBron, because of Giannis, because of KD. And even then, KD was probably 1 or 2 seasons, and that's it. So I do reward both sides of the ball. Like Magic Johnson, he was never the best player in the world for me. Not once.
That's fraud in Boston, bro. Don't care about that.
Yeah, Giannis' peak isn't better than Steph Curry. I'm sorry.
It's not. I don't think it is either. I
think it is.
It's pretty sad.
What's good, fellas? What's good?
Yo, what up with y'all boys?
What up?
What's the word, man?
Hey, Lo, I got a question for you, bro.
What's that?
Hey, Lo, well, it ain't kind of, it's like kind of like 2 or 3. I'd say 2 or 3 pertaining to the Suns series. Well, it's kind of like my explanation of what I see. What the Suns, if they have a chance, I think Denver gonna beat them. But I think if they have a chance, tell me what you think it is. I think KD playing off of Aaron Gordon. KD and DeAndre Ayton gonna have to attack the boards really hard for them to have a chance to stop the second chance points. I think Ayton, the last time they played, I think he actually played him good, keeping away from the basket, forcing him to shoot jumpers. And I think if they can do that and limit him, he can shoot jumpers. He's good at that. I'm not saying you're gonna stop him, but if you can force him to shoot more jumpers, you got a better chance. And I think they depth is better than what people think for this series. I think they're gonna play Landale a little bit more. I think they're gonna play Bismack Biyombo a little bit more. And I think Josh Okogie is a good point of attack defender.
Jesus Christ!
I don't think Jock Landale needs to be playing.
I ain't gonna lie. You said some names. You said some names, and I was like, "Oh man!" They touched the floor, bro. It's over, man.
Low. What I'm saying is, sometimes, bro, it's bigger than just X's and O's, bro. Landale look at the first game he played. He gave them quality minutes in that first game with the Suns. He's got good energy. He might need to take some fouls.
Jeff Green is gonna baptize him. What are we?
Oh yeah. If you're saying you need him in to take some fouls just to give Ayton and
okay, I guess.
Yo, Low.
You want to use them guys, bro.
Yo, Low.
He's gonna baptize him, man.
I know that's not Tyson.
Nah, they ain't.
That's good, James.
That's the dude that cooked me that one day.
No. I agree with a lot of what Low said about the Lakers, man. I just don't understand how Wait. Let me answer this question. Bro.
To answer your question, no. The problem with and the reason why I didn't, in all honesty, the reason why I had the Clippers beating the Suns in the first round is because and Kawhi just didn't play, but it definitely looked like if he played, that series would have went different. The reason why is because they do not put enough pressure on the rim. They do not alter and make force defense to really make significant adjustments. It's literally just going to be KD and Booker on some crazy tough shot making, a lot of mid-range jumpers on a team that when they get the ball rolling is the best offensive unit or one of the top 3 offensive units in the NBA, with Jokic being a complete mismatch problem, especially if they start hunting certain mismatches. It's not going to work. It's not going to work.
What's the
in my opinion,
it's crazy.
Hey, campaign is coming back and he does put pressure on the rim.
No.
Okay. As I was,
campaign's rim pressure? No way, Cruz. No.
Bro, the Suns got the worst bench scoring since 1983.
I actually don't believe that. It has to be Cleveland.
They're better off.
That's a stat I thought.
They're better off by bringing in Damian Lee and.
But anyways, Low, as I was saying, man,
I'm gonna be honest. I think Damian Lee needs to be playing.
I'll be watching.
He needs to be playing more too.
I agree with the way that you said. I would bench Chris Paul and have him be the captain of the bench and let him be that guy, facilitate, get those guys easier shots, and then go off on the second unit. But with the first unit, you need young guys to keep up with these guys. And Damian Lee can, put a body on somebody and keep up and chase some people off. I agree with you. And because Devin Booker, and everybody keeps saying he can't run the offense. He can definitely run the offense because their offense isn't very complex. It's very simple. So, giving a pin down, a pass off a pin down to KD is not that difficult. Giving a drop pass to Ayton is not that difficult. So, I'm with Marz. Take your chances with bench.
For D Book, it might be a little complicated. But what is the other gentleman trying to
say? As I was saying, I watched the number one frustrating thing I think about this Lakers series, bro, is like you said with the rotations. I just don't understand how Memphis, right? Clark and Adams are hurt, and you're not taking advantage of that in the rotations. I just don't understand that, bro. You're going
himself in the low post,
bro. You're not playing into an advantage that's clearly there because when AD goes off the court and they're missing a lot of their length in the front court, you're not taking advantage of that by going small all the time. It baffles me. It's been baffling me the whole series.
Is this, bro? Rui at the 5 is killing me.
It just doesn't make sense, bro. You see they got injuries there. Why don't you take advantage of that?
And but what's even worse is that he does it. The thing that really blew me that last game was that it's not just that he did it; it's when he did it. He did it in the same time that he does it every game, as if this isn't a unique situation in which you don't need to really pull that type of rotation off. He did it when we were battling back, down by 1, took out the by far the best player on the floor, just to run the same rotation that they normally do. and then turn around and panic and threw him back in at the end of the third, even though they were already on the run. Like
when everybody missed their shots.
Yeah.
Also, why don't you call a timeout, Lo? Like, why didn't he call a timeout?
Didn't call a timeout. Didn't make any adjustments. Then he went full troll mode, and I saw Winnie and Gabriel and Lonnie Walker getting minutes, even though they barely gotten minutes all series long.
Why? We need answers because I need to.
And Winnie and Gabriel is not a true center, bro. He's not a true center. I don't understand that.
Thank you, boss.
Yeah, well, yeah, but it's baffling, bro. I've seen some baffling shit, but
to get that off. I'm not gonna lie, you get that off.
Listen, Dwight Howard is having quadruple doubles in Taiwan, and we have Wayne Gabriel in the NBA.
Bro, you have size though. That's the baffling part, bro. You have it. You even though Mo Bamba
don't you dare say the name I think you're about to say either.
I don't like Lo. I don't like him, bro. Lo, I don't like Mo Bamba. I don't. But if you're going to be throwing out guys like Lonnie Walker and shit, bro, and Winnie Gabriel, take advantage of the put some size in there. Just see how it works out. Like we're 6 games in, and he hasn't really tested any of that when the small ball lineups haven't been working all series.
Exactly.
I agree.
That's why you go for
Tillman is feasting at Rui at the 5. Are you kidding me? Like Tillman is moving them out the way. So I don't understand.
It makes no sense, bro.
Ham is Coach Bud, is Coach Ball, like the black version of Coach Bud at this point. So
it's like they got Jackson and their next 2 big guys that are great defensively aren't there, and instead of looking at it and be like, damn, we could really take advantage of this, he hasn't even tried. He hasn't even seen if you could. Like, it's crazy.
Let me ask this, Lo. Would you because Gary Trent Jr.'s contract is coming up. Would you sign Gary Trent if he was the Lakers?
I want more size on the perimeter. I want more size and defense on the perimeter. That's what I want.
Because I heard that you said you want to bench Reeves and you want to have him off the bench.
Yeah, I want to put CP Reeves on the bench, man.
What about Jerami Grant?
Oh, Marz.
What about signing Jerami Grant?
You know that's the new Chris Paul. Let's be honest with ourselves. Really.
Okay, but I mean, Chris Paul needs to be on the bench too, like I said. So yeah.
Would you sign Jerami Grant?
We don't have the money for do that.
That's true. That's what I think.
Hey man, to be honest with you, Lo, do you think watching LeBron? I'm getting to the point like if he shows up.
Oh, he's finished.
Yeah, I was gonna say if he shows up in Game 6 like he did this past game. Yeah, even if they do eke out this series, bro, I can't see him doing that deep. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't see.
And that's why he's not the GOAT.
Facts. I've been saying that on TikTok, and people keep getting.
Wait. Hold on.
That's why he's not the GOAT.
I be in the TikTok comments. I'm like, this last game is why LeBron can never be over Kobe.
He can never be the
GOAT. Hey, Kobe was missing the playoffs in year 20, bro.
Yeah, I don't think Kobe's a GOAT.
Okay, MJ. What was MJ and Wizards? When he was 38,
MJ already had his 6, so it's done. It's fine.
Yeah, but we got to compare. We got to compare the same points of their career, though.
No, I don't.
No, because MJ got his 6 before year 20.
Because we're talking about comparing them at the same points in their career, though. You're saying
I'm not.
You're saying because he's blowing his tires. You're saying because he's blowing his tires in year 20 at 38 after injuring his foot. That's the reason he's not to go.
LeBron is playing catch up. That's on him. That's
exactly.
No, he ain't playing catch up.
LeBron.
The unfortunate thing is MJ can't play catch up. That's the unfortunate thing. MJ can't play catch up.
He's been playing catch up since 2011.
MJ can't play catch up. That's the unfortunate thing because his career's over.
LeBron started 0-2 in the finals. It was an impossible.
Hey man, we go into this. It's gonna be a 2-hour conversation. So I mean,
we got to stop this. Listen, people forget, bro. Let's not have revisionist history. MJ last 2 years in Washington. That last year he played 82 games, and he had to get his knees drained every single night before he played. Bro, people forget that.
Yeah, he's 38, just like LeBron's 38. So I'm gonna hold him. I'm gonna hold him at the same. I'm gonna keep it consistent.
He wasn't 38. He was at 40. So
no, when he was on his first year in the Wizards, he was 38.
But he's on his last year. So shush.
No, even his first year at 38. So shush. I mean, even his first year at 38.
When he was averaging 20 in the most defensive era of all time.
Yeah, he was at okay. So he's averaging 20 and 38, and LeBron's averaging 30. I mean, what are we doing here?
Yeah, there's no defense.
No, in this era, in this era, that, but you just said a bunch of nothing.
In this era,
with no defense,
what I'm saying is they're both players that are at those stages of their career that aren't at that level of GOAT status, aren't playing at their GOAT status level. They're both at the tail end of their careers. So you got to hold them at the same standard.
I know at 34 who had 6 rings and who didn't. That's what I know.
I mean, if you want to say that, that's a different argument, Lo. If you want to use that as your argument, that's fine. But you specifically said, Lo, that you're using that his age right now and the tires blowing off after injury is the reason he's not the GOAT. So I'm gonna hold you to that.
Oh yeah, Bill. The reason why is because he has to play.
If you want to say something else is the reason, I'll go with that. But you can't say that's the reason.
He has to play catch up. That's why. Come on.
No, the MJ. Unfortunately, MJ's career is over, so he can't play catch up.
No, he is. He's literally catching up to a ghost.
No, he's already caught up. He caught up years ago.
What?
You just said it last year.
Yeah.
No way. No way.
Hey, my name's Goat James. Obviously, I already think he's the GOAT. Obviously, I don't think he's the
LeBron said,
Hold on. Watch this.
Hey, I'm going by my own opinion. I don't let other people tell me that.
Watch this, Brian. Wait. Who has more scoring titles?
Who was more? Obviously, MJ. You got 10.
Who has more All-NBA defense?
MJ.
Who has more titles?
If LeBron can use hand checking in that era, he'd be just as good. Hand checking is an advantage on defense.
Who has more titles?
And also scoring titles, by the way. LeBron averages 3 less points in his career, averages 2 more assists, took 3 less shots. So to me, that's not an argument.
Go, James. I need you to answer these questions.
That's a lot. Go, James.
No, that's a fact. Actually, you can look that up.
You can't accept that MJ has 10 scoring titles to LeBron.
Well, to me, that's not a good argument. That's not a good argument to me because LeBron averages 3 less points on 3 less shots, has 50% shooting, has 2 more assists. So if you want to say scoring titles, I mean, like to me, that's a good argument.
This guy's just chatting because MJ has 10 scoring titles.
Stinky takes.
Yeah, okay.
Hold on, go, James. I just need yes or no.
You guys got 2 people. Let's take one-on-one. Let's go, Dub.
I just need question. Yes or no.
Okay, let's go.
Who has more titles?
Bill Russell got the most.
Who has more
LeBron
titles?
and
MJ or
MJ?
LeBron?
Well, okay, obviously MJ got more.
Okay, who has more Finals MVPs?
MJ.
Who has more MVPs?
They both could have more, so that's a terrible argument. These are your arguments, bro. These are my arguments. That's what you use. That's what you use to say MJ's the GOAT. But I could diffuse all those arguments, bro. I could diffuse them all.
You're literally just deflecting every question.
No, I'm not. They both could have won more MVPs. That's a weak argument.
Who has more?
I'm just asking these questions, and I'm gonna make my final point. So, who has more MVPs, and then I will make my final point.
I already answered that. MJ.
Okay. So a man who has less scoring titles, less defense, all defensive team, less chips, less finals MVPs, and less MVPs. You tell me.
I'm no defensive player of the year.
And no defensive player of the year.
Because I don't use that. That's not my only. But here's the thing. Hold on. If you're saying he's chasing awards, then hold on. That's not my criteria for me saying he's the GOAT, though. You're saying that he's catching up in awards. That's not how I'm viewing the GOAT. So that's how you're viewing it. So to me, so if I say he's not catching up,
you're basing it on him averaging 3 less points on 3 less shots and 2
I'm saying scoring titles is a weak argument because when you look at the production, when you look at the actual production, LeBron averaged 3 less points in his career on 3 less shots. We had the same efficiency, had 2 more. I mean, we could do this all night.
The main fact I know about LeBron James and MJ is the fact that LeBron has been in the league for damn near 20 years. I think it's above 20 years right now, and he still hasn't accomplished as much as MJ.
Not
20 years.
Okay, again, Dub, if you're going to use awards, I go deep. I go deeper than just looking at the awards on the sheet. I look at the totality of everything. If you want to just look at the awards on the sheet, then of course, but that's a weak argument. You got to look at everything. You got to look at the era, the competition, the rule set. You got to look at absolutely every aspect of the game, and then come to a conclusion. If you're going to just use awards, then you can just do that.
Like, what are we talking about here?
LeBron's East. Let's talk about LeBron's East.
When the competition got tougher.
Okay, hold on. Let's get to that. Hold on. Let's talk about competition. Hold on. Hey, Marz, let's talk about competition. Marz, let's talk about competition.
Hey man, we'll catch you later, man. Hey, man.
Yeah, okay. Now you running. Okay, now you running. You know why I was about to go there. You running.
Y'all be safe, bro.
Hey man, you running, man. I was about to cook you, boy.
All right, man. Well, I'll see you next weekies, man. Y'all are crazy.
Oh man. Shout out to our GOAT members, Comatose and what is it? Jeremiah Mr.
Jeremiah's MR.
Jeremiah's MR. Two super chats, man. Is there any doubt the Bucks would have won with a competent coach at the minimum?
This series, yes, they would have won.
Without a doubt. They had double-digit leads in the fourth quarter. It just took good coaching, and that would have won them.
It took non-bad coaching, really. It didn't need to be good. It just needs to be not bad.
Got you. Curry wins Finals MVP this year. He's top 5. Easy.
Bro, that was blowing me in what you call it, bro. I'm like, damn, Curry has to win 5 titles just for him to like barely be top 10. I didn't understand. I just like, what are we talking about right now, bro? 5 titles just to be barely top 10.
I mean, Kobe has 5 and Chill doesn't have him top 10. So
yeah,
I mean,
that
clearly takes a lot. But Wilt Chamberlain can be at number 5 or 2. But
Wilt Chamberlain doesn't make sense.
Wilt Chamberlain's been steady moving down my list. He's gone from like 7 to 12 in the last few months.
It's ridiculous.
Chilltown's list is so bad, and it's like every time he picks a reasoning, I'm serious. Like every time he picks a reasoning for one player, I apply to a different guy, and then it's like he just gets cooked on it. Like his list is really bad. I will say that. I hate his.
Is it as bad as Ticket having Charles Barkley at like 12?
No.
Oh,
that's not that.
Man, that was
crazy.
That right there was Pete talking. Oh man, he was
Charles Barkley over Steph Curry.
Bro, he was flowing with the chatting, bro. I was like, golly.
Nah, Ticket's list is by far probably the craziest list I've ever seen. KD has at 27, right?
KD at 27, but Barkley at 12.
I don't get that. I really don't. That's crazy. Quick prediction for Kai this offseason. If Mavs sign, who do Mavs go for big and wing wise? Allen Price went down. Mavs THJ for Allen. Kai to Miami.
I don't think Jared Allen is even available. No,
I don't know about Brook Lopez. Brook Lopez is
yeah, Brook Lopez is probably the name that they're probably going for. But I don't think Jared Allen is available though.
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
but
I
Brook
think
Lopez
he
going
signed
to be
an
trying to get
extension
that.
recently.
Brook Lopez going to be trying to get that bag though. That's the thing. I don't know.
The Dallas will offer that bag.
And Dallas will offer. Yep, they
You think
will.
they'll?
And
They go bare minimum is going to be like 20 mil. I think he's going to try and get 20 mil right now.
I think.
How much does he get?
I think
paid
he
right
get
now?
like 17. I think he can get like. Let me see what he's getting.
I think he's at like 15, right?
I think he might be below that. I don't think. I think Brook is like severely underpaid if I'm not mistaken. Also, Jared Allen is he's under contract until 2026. So I don't know what he's talking about.
Brook Lopez this year just made 13 mil.
13
yeah,
mil?
he's severely
basically 14 to be honest. Basically 14.
Yeah, he's severely underpaid.
I think he's going to try and get that 20 mil. I'm not being a DPOY.
He might want to, but I don't know.
I think he'll get like 3 years, like 54 or something.
He's too old. He's too old. Would you pay him that, Doug?
I wouldn't pay his ass that. No, but I'm realistic. We've seen so many times people overpay. Look at the Al Horford contract, bro. Remember that?
That's just because he was
Philly?
the Embiid stopper, and Philly just needed to keep him away from the other teams. So it was like,
That's a crazy Jesus.
Got you. What's good, fellas? How y'all doing, man?
Oh, the dude sent me the LeBron, the Kobe failure doesn't exist clip. Twin in here.
What's up,
I might see Tatum, man.
Yeah, I need Tatum to lose. Yeah, I need Tatum to lose tonight. Can't lie.
I do need Tatum to lose tonight as well. My agendas need to be pushed.
No, I just need Embiid to get as much rest as possible.
Twin said no face, no case. Okay, I see. Okay.
Yo, what you sipping on? You sipping on anything?
Who, me?
God damn.
Nah, I'm just asking, bro. Dang.
H2O.
Water, exactly.
Water, that's good. I got mine right here.
God, he got a whole bottle. God damn. No.
Oh.
Dub got a whole bottle.
Yeah, I was with Dub last night. Yeah. Oh, wait,
wow.
I was on the live.
I didn't think. I didn't think.
I was on the live with Dub last. Yeah.
Nah,
Dub was turning. Hey, where you at with Giannis though now?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, that nigga not top 3, boy. He's done.
Oh my.
Oh wow.
He's cooked.
Lowe's one of those prisoner of the moment.
He's
people,
cooked, man.
You in pop mode?
No, I think. I mean, the thing is, but when they lost in a way in which I knew they could have lost. Like Giannis's inability to score and have court, Bud's inability to coach. Those are all things that I knew was plausible. So that doesn't really surprise me. So I still just take what Giannis can do with a grain of salt. I don't think that you can make the argument he's the best player though. I don't think that's plausible. I think
so. Who would you say is right now?
I mean, I gotta see at the end of the He said Kawhi?
I said why?
Oh,
I thought you said Kawhi. I was like, what did you say?
I said, why you can't make a case for him no more?
Because the
games in a
reason
quarter?
it's not off of 2 games. This is a problem that he's had all season long. It's his inability to do to score in a half court and his inability to score in a post and all those things are things that were preventing me to unanimously claim him as a top or the number 1 player. Those are all things that were already.
Don't lie, Lo. Twin, don't come on here lying.
Yeah, but if you thought he was the
number 1 player in the world.
Yeah, if you thought,
no. But what I'm saying, I said unanimously. Like I didn't want to hear an argument. If somebody wanted to,
I agree with that. But if you thought
if you're gonna think like that,
and you already knew every weakness he had, like we spoke about, how is the fact that those weaknesses were true make him not have an argument?
Because if Jokic is able to overcome his weaknesses by elevating because I would assume that Jokic would have to play so great offensively that it wouldn't actually matter about his weaknesses.
Or Jamal Murray just keeps dropping 40 and 35.
If Jamal Murray does it, then sure. But the thing is, like, either with Curry or Curry or Jokic, they would have to do things that are so great that would supersede their weaknesses and their team weaknesses, which would then make me believe that they are indeed better than Giannis.
Right now, I got Curry.
I don't
think that's crazy. Jokic, Curry, and Giannis have been my top 3 for a minute now.
So if a team lost, if Steph Curry's team lost because of Steph's defense, are we gonna knock Steph down because we knew that his defense wasn't like that, or what?
I wouldn't. I don't know about knocking down. He just wouldn't be number 1 for me.
But he would move down in your rankings, though, right?
Right now, I had like 3 or 4 players who could have made the argument for number 1. They would probably just submit themselves to where they're at.
So what if none of them win?
No.
Yeah, because that's a possibility, Marz.
If none of them win, then all of them would also have to underperform as well, right? Like Jokic would have to be. Like, Jokic's going to.
Let's say Jokic loses to KD because he gets cooked in the pick and roll. Let's say KD.
Oh no! If that happens, then yeah, that's.
And then let's say KD loses to Steph because they play on his ball handling and his playmaking. And then let's say Steph loses to the Boston Celtics because they pick on him in the pick and roll and switches on Tatum and Brown.
Who? Stop.
Switches on Tatum and Brown and then they lose. Let's say that all happens.
Tatum is going for 40 tonight. By the way, this is on record.
As long as it's in a loss, I don't care.
Yeah,
but let's say all of their weaknesses just got picked apart. Like, who's the best in the world?
Let's be honest, Marz. That hypothetical, if Curry makes it that far, let's be honest.
I don't. If Golden State managed to make the finals, I highly doubt they lose.
Yes,
but let's say
if in a hypothetical that works, right? Mm-hmm. Then I would still say, just like this year, like I've been saying, the best player in the world throne is still vacant. Like, I don't think there is a clear cut. I might just go back to the default of Giannis because everybody fell victim to their flaws. But I would more than likely also believe that Curry was able to make it through multiple rounds in the playoffs without him being without his flaw being a hindrance to his team's success, which I would argue so far this series that has been the case.
I have a name.
Curry's been solid
with this logic. Did Luka drop?
Luka was never. I don't know why y'all think.
I'm not gonna lie. The Luka best in the world talks always confused me.
Yeah, I never thought Luka was the best player in the world.
No. I'm not just saying best in the world. I'm just saying, like, do they drop in your head, like, ranking wise?
Luka's gone from like.
Luka was always like 5 or 6.
Luka's gone from like 4 to 5 to like 5 to 6 for me.
He's still top 5 in my opinion.
Can I throw on a name that may sound crazy, but if I'm gonna throw in a name like that may sound crazy, right? But
no way you about to say this name.
No. Just Twin, if our team goes far or
I know he about to say it.
Okay. AD.
Oh,
is he because if we already established that he's top 3 in defense.
Wait, AD what? Is a top 10 player, right?
Best player in the world.
Shut up. Stop.
We talking about best player in the world.
No.
He can't have a great playoff run.
He can, but he's not going to be the best player though.
Let's say AD gets his 2020 jump shot back and he's playing defense like this.
Right.
That's not the best player in the world.
He'd be top 5.
Is 2020 AD the best player in the world right now?
He's not doing that right now, so he's not going to get a jump
that's
shot.
fine. No, that's fine.
So he has to do that for the remainder of the playoffs.
No, I'm saying we know what 2020 AD was. Would that player be the best player in the world right now?
It's not crazy to say yes.
No.
I'm telling you. It's not.
I guess.
You still can't deal with double teams. you know, he still don't have that good decision.
Everybody got
everyone has
everybody has faults. Yeah, everybody has deficiencies.
He's passive. He's too passive.
2020 AD was.
Twin, are you still thinking about it?
I'm really thinking about 2020 AD was 2020 AD was crazy.
You said
but that was so fluky. 2020 AD was fluky, but the 2020 AD was a different.
Don't disrespect 2020 AD like that.
That was fluky. Let's keep it. He was shooting like he was Dirk in the mid. Let's keep it a beam. That was fluky.
So you're saying the bubble don't count?
I don't take it as a real litmus test to who AD is.
I think that's accurate. That is an accurate thing to say.
Now to Jimmy, he clearly proven he really liked that.
So
does this mean that Jimmy better than Luka?
Pelican AD better than this AD. I don't care.
Yeah, there's people who 2019 AD is one of the best like power forwards.
He was going nuts. Oh my god.
Wait. So is playoff Jimmy better than Luka?
Nope.
So playoff Jimmy's not better than
yeah.
Luka in the postseason is crazy though.
Dub, you think Luka's top 5, so don't do that.
Luka in a playoff against who? Against Zubac?
I don't care.
For sure.
Paul George.
I really don't care.
No, they were switching almost every possession against Zubac on him.
Hey, I seen Paul George.
Yeah, that's just good basketball. What do you want him to do? Not get a mismatch?
Okay, but when he's playing real comp like the Warriors, he ain't look like that.
Yeah, I will say that the Warriors series was kind of shaky.
Yes, he didn't
not even kind of shaky. He didn't look great. He didn't look great.
Because he's a pick and pop merchant, 5-out merchant.
I agree. That's why he's not the best to me. He's very like he can do a lot of things, but he's very one-dimensional.
He don't feed his bigs in the paint.
Jimmy.
JaVale, DMPs.
Is Jimmy better than Jason Tatum? Is Jimmy better than Jason
Quiet as kept. Jimmy's better.
I'd rather have.
He's better than who?
He's better than AD. He better.
Oh no, he's not.
All right, Lo.
Lo's a real prisoner of the moment. Lo's a real prisoner of the moment.
Nah, Lo, real talk.
Better than
Jimmy better than AD, bro.
All right, thank you. That's what I've been saying.
Dub, you guys are both
Thank
cooked.
you.
You guys are both cooked.
No.
Where did you have AD before the playoffs even began, Marz?
Like 8,
7, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, lower
he's on the bottom half of the team.
Okay.
And I will say one of the guys above him was Kawhi, and like he's out here.
Let me be clear.
So like 7?
I'm not considering Kawhi anymore because
same. So AD's like 7 for me.
You don't qualify.
All right, so who's 8, 9, and 10?
Some variation of
Tatum,
Jimmy Butler, Damian Lillard, LeBron, like those type of guys.
Yeah, them people.
Okay, so look, I think Jimmy. First, you already know how I feel about LeBron in the regular season.
Yeah, he's
still not him in the playoffs.
I agree.
Dame, unfortunately, not in the playoffs. I don't think he would have been performing this well. But listen, he played great. More.
He had great. Yeah.
And Tatum, I do not think Tatum, after that first like month and a half of basketball, I do not think the gap between Tatum and Jimmy was so significant that Jimmy cannot make that up with a great postseason run. I do not believe that at all.
So
I agree. Jimmy and Tatum is a real conversation to me. Because Jason Tatum, I bought into the hype in the first early moments of the season. I thought he improved. I thought the mid-range game.
I know you still here.
I thought the mid-post game was there, and then he went back into James Harden mode and just started.
Yeah, I don't know what he's on right now.
He went back to Paul George mode, bro.
Yeah, so he lost me. Yeah, he lost me. So Jimmy and Tatum's a real conversation to me, but I think AD is just better.
But even then, AD, like I said, Marz, I told you before, like regular season is great. Like I will say that, but AD, like you have the 2020 bubble, and then that's it. Has he ever, outside of that, done anything like what Jimmy has done in the past?
Dame is talking about in the playoffs. Yes, Dame is talking about you niggas.
He did
good. Regular season just don't matter, huh? So AD averaging what 26 and 12.
He could be behind. Don't get me wrong. He could be right behind. It matters. He could be right behind Jimmy, but Jimmy just gets that.
I don't know, bro. The stuff I'm watching for Jimmy right now, man.
Dub. Has there ever been a playoffs that AD has been in where he didn't play well?
Great question.
Exactly.
There hasn't.
He didn't play well in?
Yes.
Well,
but he's only had what 3-4 postseasons.
He played Golden State the first time.
5
postseasons. And we all agree he was killing them.
He killed Draymond.
Then 2018 they played Portland and then Golden State, and we all agree he was killing in that postseason. 2020 in the bubble, we agree he was killing in that postseason.
The bubble,
2021 he got hurt against Phoenix in like game 2. And then this series has been playing some of the best defense we've seen in like the last a million years.
So right now, right? We're basing this off of right now, right? In the past 3 seasons, what Jimmy Butler has been, 4, what Jimmy Butler has been doing since 2020, I would say has been better what AD has been doing, especially considering the fact
in 2020 you played better in the playoffs. In 2020,
no, especially considering the fact. And AD had LeBron James right next to him.
He did
performing like that, So we need to contextualize that.
Dub, you do remember that Goran Dragic was y'all's.
No, Dub does remember that because he made a TikTok talking about how Goran Dragic was the best scorer on the team.
And guess what happened? That's fine. No, that's fine.
Gordon,
which is fine.
Dragic,
100%.
AD would never be the second best scorer on the team.
Which is why I always choose my words carefully when I say,
okay, Marz.
Jimmy Butler in the finals took LeBron and AD to 6 by himself. Goran Dragic wasn't the run 100%. Dragic was balling. Shit, Hero was balling. Even Bam was balling. Everyone was balling. But in that finals, Jimmy Butler was damn near battling LeBron and AD all alone. I am giving him credit for that. He was performing better than Anthony Davis 100%.
False.
In that series?
In that series,
false. In postseason run, false. It's false.
Like I said, bro.
Man, I'm not moved by AD beating up on them small lineups with the Warriors and that non-defense.
Wow.
And now the Warriors are an all-time great playoff defense.
This is disgusting.
No, yeah, to teams that they match up with well, which at that time was like 80% of the teams, but the one team that had the big that could actually dominate. No, bro, that's not moving me. The same way.
Oh, but Jimmy cooking 1-on-1 with Coach Bud coaching.
Who's he cooking? Who's he cooking?
Drew Holiday. He was cooking Drew Holiday.
And AD was cooking Draymond Green.
No.
Oh,
you
no.
gave
was cooking Kelly Olynyk in the finals. What are you talking about?
Lo, you gave KD very little credit in that Brooklyn series when he was cooking that same shit.
Because it's PJ Tucker. It's not Drew Holiday.
No, wait, time out. Wait.
No, so AD cooking Draymond Green undersized, but Drew Holiday can be 6'2", got a 6'7" Jimmy, and it's fine.
4 inches.
You're trying, man. No, you're trying.
What are you doing?
How tall is Drew?
How tall is Drew? He's like 6'3", 6'4".
He's like 6'3", 6'4". He's not 6'2".
Okay, 6'3". Jimmy's what? 6'7".
Holiday
6'8". He's 6'8".
He's not undersized on Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler 6'8".
So there's not a clear height gap there.
It's clear. It's the same.
There could be a height gap, but it's not. He's not undersized to the point where he shouldn't be locking him up. What are you talking about?
There's like a 5 to 6 inch difference between Draymond and AD. What are we talking about?
And Draymond's a better defender than Drew Holiday.
I'm talking about KD. When KD was doing that against the Bucks.
Who's a better one-on-one defender?
Draymond's a better defender than Drew Holiday. I don't know why you're making it one-on-one. It's not about one-on-one. It's about defense.
Marz. You're nasty, Marz. You're nasty. Yo,
I just don't get how AD's cooking undersized teams, but Drew Holiday isn't undersized compared to Jimmy Butler. It doesn't make sense.
Marz is trying to get off the nasty one, chat. Who's a better one-on-one?
That's tough. And you think that's not just clear cut? It's not.
It's not just clear cut.
And who played better? Did Jimmy play better against Drew?
Oh,
or did AD?
Jimmy played better.
Okay, very, very clear.
He was also going up against a Coach Bud defensive scheme. AD was going up against a Steve Kerr, Mike Brown defensive scheme. Levels.
I better not go rewatch
2 all-time coaches on the same staff at the same time.
I better not go rewatch his man shot selection. He getting a bunch of one-on-ones. I better not, bro.
Man, I'm not hearing this shit. AD was going up against the fucking PJ Tucker, Houston Rockets with no big men down there. Freaking Miami Heat. They had literally Kelly Olynyk and Jay Crowder out there, and Bam Adebayo.
No defense.
Like,
Jokic.
what are we talking about?
No, stop.
And then the no defense Jokic. Are y'all really gonna put stock into that shit?
He played great. He played great.
He played great. Yes.
He played great.
The way you guys are trying to,
but you putting stock compared to Jimmy Butler. No, Jimmy
It's
Butler.
crazy, bro.
Jimmy Butler going up against the Los Angeles Lakers, who was a good defense at that time.
Tatum
cooking them.
Tatum in the Celtics.
Then the Boston Celtics.
He wasn't the best player then.
Get the fuck out of here.
He was not the best scorer.
In the Eastern Conference playoff run, in the Eastern Conference playoff run, who was the best scorer on the Heat?
Yeah, who averaged the most? Y'all got my points.
No.
Who averaged the most?
Because I'm not talking about 2020, Marz. Last season.
Last season. Okay, last season. Okay.
Last season. The Lakers.
Okay. Last season.
I'm bringing up the defenses.
No, last season he had.
We're just listing off the great series.
Yeah, we're just jumping around.
had 2-3 great games.
Jimmy Butler going up against.
You
right?
had
Jimmy
2-3
Butler last
great
season
games.
Going up against the Boston Celtics.
Don't forget the 12
Are we forgetting the games where he was 4 for 13 and 4 for 17? Are we just forgetting those games?
He dropped 40.
Don't forget the 12-point performance though in that same series.
What about the games in
Jimmy
between?
Jimmy Butler against the number 1 ranked defense that year, or team.
What year are we on? What year are we on?
Last year.
Okay, go through the games. Every game, bro. Every game.
I'm just gonna go through the average.
Oh, no. Go through every game, Lo.
Oh my God!
I know
y'all dragging it. Y'all dragging it. Y'all dragging it. Y'all dragging
Wait, so I'm wrong for saying Jimmy Butler, please score more than 10 points. Am I wrong for that?
I'm not saying that. But I
So
I
go
guess,
through the games.
No. That's fine. I guess we have to ask AD.
ahead.
I was gonna ask AD. Please score more than 12 this year, right?
That's great. Yes, I agree.
Yes,
I agree.
I agree.
So right now, all right, how about this? AD, I just want to see you do it.
Wait a minute.
I
Wait, Marz. You're criticizing.
I want you to go through
my
the games
bad.
in the Boston series.
Wait. My bad. Wait. You're criticizing.
Lo's trying to deflect
Which
right
game
now.
are you talking about, Marz? Which game are you talking about?
I'm talking about in the Boston series. I remember there was games where Jimmy Butler was going like 4 for 15, having like 10 points.
It was one game in game 4. In game 3, he got hurt. And that was after, in game 4, when he scored less than 10 points, it was after he got hurt.
What did you do in game 5? What did you do in game 6? I'm just asking for
then in game 5 and game 6.
So can you just tell me game 1 to game 6? Just tell me.
No.
That's what I'm asking for.
You're a context denier, Marz? What's going on?
No, I'm literally asking what he did from game 1 to game 6.
So in game 1, he dropped 41. In game 2, he topped 29. In game 3, he had 6. He had 8 because he was 3 for 8. He had 8, and he got hurt that game. And that's when we was just for some.
How many minutes did he play? How many minutes he played that game?
You guys won that game, right?
Played 19.
You guys won that game, right? You guys won that game.
Yes,
right?
because our defense was sitting here doing the best we could to.
I'm gonna keep it a bean with you.
We were blowing them out. We were blowing them out until Jimmy Butler got hurt.
And then game 4.
Game 4 after getting hurt. My bad.
There's no need to even have this conversation, man.
Why?
We are talking about somebody who leads a ball club versus a Robin. AD ain't he is not proven. He is not proven to lead a team deep into the postseason until this year. So we're gonna figure out if he really like that. If he like that, then we had a conversation. Until then,
tell me about game 4, game 5, and game 6.
It's pointless. I don't care.
I love that point.
Keep trying to deflect, Marz. We just
no. So what I heard, game one he had 40. Game 2 he had 29.
Right.
He then got hurt and had 8. Now tell me about game 4, 5, and 6.
Game 4 he had 6 after being hurt.
6 points.
After being hurt, Marz.
What did you shoot in game 4?
It was bad. It was like 3 for 14.
Okay.
Game 5.
Game 5, 4 for 18. Okay, cool. No problem. Then the motherfucker dropped 47 in game 6.
Wait, was he still hurt?
So he just recovered. He just recovered.
He just recovered.
That's what happens.
Okay.
He's overcoming. He's overcoming the injury, right? Then in game 7, he drops 35. In the games, the closeout games where they needed him, right? He dropped 47 and 35. AD ain't doing that shit, man.
So it was game 1 and 2 was cool. Game 3 he gets hurt. 4 and 5 are
game 1 and game 2 he dropped 40 in game 1. Don't say it's cool. That's a great game.
Okay,
40?
Great, cool. 1 and 2 was great.
He's top 10. I'm not saying he's not top 10.
And then 4 and 5. 4 and 5 is abysmal.
He's not better than AD.
Compared to a guy.
He's top 10, but he ain't better than AD.
We all have him top 10. We all have him top 10.
And not even.
Yeah, we all got to get. He's not better than AD.
I just don't have him over Anthony Davis.
Not even AD. Low. Not even AD being a Robin, but being a Robin to LeBron
James.
What are we talking about?
That guy's a fraud.
Stop it. Stop it, bro.
You just chatting now.
What did LeBron shoot last game?
I don't know. But what did AD shoot the game before that? Look at him sipping his water. Look at him.
What he doing defense?
He's great defensively.
Yeah, we're just ignoring the defense gap right now.
We're just ignoring his generational defense.
I'm not doing. It's great to play a generational defense with Dylan Brooks, man. Congrats, dog. Look,
he
man,
does it against everyone.
Wow.
What are we doing?
I'm not denying his great defense. I'm not going to deny it. But we know that this year's question for the Lakers is if AD is built like that.
The question is if Darvin Ham is.
It's one of the questions.
Okay,
one of the questions is can Anthony Davis be the best player on the team that can make a deep postseason run?
That is a question.
Low. You're too smart. The real question is,
I'm not saying it's one of the questions. I'm not saying it's.
Can Ham not play Malik Beasley and Troy Brown?
Oh man, Jesus.
That's the real question.
Yeah, yes, and that's another question. But to me, for the Lakers moving forward, because AD is going to have to be that guy because LeBron can't be here all the time. One of the questions is, can AD be good enough to be the best player on a championship team? Can he elevate his play to being in a conversation as a top 5 to 7 player in this association? As of today, I know the answer for Jimmy Butler.
Hey, I got some super.
You know it with no chips,
and they have some insight on this. Hold up,
and
if he played with LeBron,
AD has a ring on Jimmy Butler's head. That's what he has,
bro. If
on Jimmy Butler's watch, that's what
y'all letting both nasty. If Jimmy Butler played with LeBron, he would definitely have a chip right now. You know
why Jimmy Butler don't play with LeBron? Because LeBron didn't want him. He wanted Anthony Davis. You know why? Because AD is better. That's why.
Jimmy Butler just don't run from the grind. He just go to his own. He go to his own team. That's what he does.
That's why he cried.
I got some super chats is gonna provide some insight on this.
Ain't no team ever say they don't want AD.
Running to Miami, Florida is so hard to do.
I got
that time it was. Running to Tyler Hero on Duncan Robinson is a great.
All right, so for Mozilla, career ends 2023. Is Hemi top 5 to never win a ring?
Not even close.
Not even close. Jesus.
Not even remotely close. Not even top 5 of the backup 5.
Oh wow.
So top 10.
I don't know about that.
He's not top 10 to never win a ring. He's not.
Hey Marz, that Carmelo shit you got off earlier today was disgusting.
Is he not better than? Wait, Marz.
I don't want to do
Marz.
That shit was nasty.
Oh, which class?
Would he be better than Melo?
No.
Oh wow. Well, that gives you his viewpoint for real.
That don't make no sense.
Man.
Yeah, I know.
He said, "Yeah, I don't know."
I'm not about to argue Carmelo again, so I'm just gonna say yes.
No. But seriously, is Jimmy?
I take Jimmy over Melo.
Okay, so what are the 10? Nash, Malone.
Oh yeah, you got to include Malone, don't you? Elgin Baylor.
You count Elgin Baylor? Okay,
yeah,
that's
Elgin
3.
Baylor.
Barkley.
Charles Barkley, James Harden, Chris Paul.
Steve Nash.
5, 6. Already 10. That's 6. That's 6 already. Iverson.
Yeah, Iverson over Jimmy Butler. Yeah.
All right, that's 7.
You
got 3 more.
Yeah, I gotta think of people who don't have rings.
Nigga said KG in the chat. Shut up.
CP3.
Yeah, I said Chris Paul. John Stockton.
Let's wrap this up.
Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, let's really wrap this up.
Damian Lillard.
Let's really wrap this up. Let's wrap this.
Wait, are you saying Jimmy just clears these people up?
Wait, you got Jimmy over Russell Westbrook?
All time.
Who would you rather have, Jimmy Butler or Russell Westbrook?
No, answer the question. You got Jimmy over Russell.
You got Jimmy Butler over Russell Westbrook.
I would rather have Jimmy Butler.
Don't reword the question.
Yeah,
you got Jimmy Butler over Russell Westbrook
all time.
Oh, shout out to my man. He said Patrick Ewing. Patrick Ewing will be
okay.
I agree. Patrick Ewing. Dominique Wilkins. You got Jimmy Butler over Russell Westbrook all time.
All right, fine, Russ.
Okay.
It's okay.
So that's 10.
He ain't even over John Stockton.
Dub, seek help. You might be an alcoholic, my guy. Man, maybe.
Oh, that John Stockton shit, bro. That's a. Oh man.
Wait, so should John Stockton have been top 75 to you?
It's I'm pushing it, bro. He's really he's out there.
Wow.
Giannis robbed Ron for MVP in 2020. Thanks.
That's the cat. That's cat.
Yeah, that's cat.
Shea not top 10 and Knicks versus Celtics Eastern Conference Finals.
No, you taking Jimmy or Shea, Lo? Jimmy or Shea?
I might say Jimmy, bro. The way that Jimmy moving right now, bro, it's kind of hard. Bro.
Would you have said Jimmy over Shea 2 weeks ago?
Probably not. But I think a lot of 1 through 4 for me is fluid and like.
Oh, it's 9. Fluid. This nigga on Stephen A time now.
Yo, wait.
Fluid. Oh,
9 through 14.
Stephen A now.
9 through 14 was also very fluid. Very fluid.
No problem. All right, these are the super chats I really wanted to read. Bro, AD could never carry 5 undrafted players. He's had more help than Jimmy his whole career, Marz.
If you want to say Jimmy Butler's a better floor raiser than AD, fine. I don't.
Imagine Jimmy Butler on a team with Drew Holiday and
that playoff spacing. Oof.
That defense. That defense.
That playoff spacing.
That defense.
Drew Holiday and AD. I seen that playoff defense. It was elite. I seen that playoff defense.
I'm just saying.
My own 2 eyes.
Imagine when a real leader out there like Jimmy.
Wait, why are you bringing up defense when you're saying Jimmy and AD?
I'm just saying in a general sense. I'm just saying in general sense.
Yeah, I think Jimmy Butler's probably a better offensive player than AD. Like, I don't think anyone would argue with that. But defensively, AD clears.
So. He's also been hurt in games he played bad in Marz.
100%.
As if AD's just out there.
Yeah, as if AD's the epitome of health. Like,
AD has bad playoff games too. Butler has great
defense too.
It's not
great
even in the same category.
Yes, AD does have bad playoff games. Yes, so does Jimmy Butler. That's why neither of them are in the top 5. And AD's defense clears Jimmy Butler's defense.
When we go off of what's recently been going on, Marz, this is why I just hate everything you're saying. We go over what's recently been going on, and then y'all just glossing over the fact that AD only had like 2 or 3 good games offensively in this series versus the Grizzlies. Like, y'all just glossing over that fact is crazy to me.
Who's glossing
over Jimmy
Butler?
Butler has undoubtedly performed at a higher level in the postseason than Anthony Davis has.
So far,
Dub, did I not say literally yesterday no one has played better than Jimmy Butler?
Yeah, he's been the best player
this year.
So far.
This year, last year he performed higher. In 2020,
because AD wasn't there, Dub. AD wasn't there in the playoffs.
Get healthy. How about that? Someone get his ass on the fucking court. Since we penalized Kawhi Leonard, right? Penalized AD too. You know what? Pack AD up, Jimmy over him, bro. What are we talking about?
No, I can't go that far. I need that nigga to perform.
Oh, okay.
I need him to perform.
AD carrying 7 guys who should have been undrafted. You have LeBron James.
What?
Bro.
LeBron should have been undrafted too. Look how he's playing. 5 to 17,
bro.
That's undrafted performance. That's not an undrafted performance.
And right now you're trolling. You're taking the troll a little too
Wait, so
far.
LeBron didn't have an undrafted player's performance the other day?
It's one game. Calm down, Marz.
Who closed the deal? Who closed the deal the last time they won? LeBron or AD?
AD on defense.
No way. Yeah, you're chatting to me.
And like I said, and since we're talking about AD and his defense, what have I said this whole entire time about the Lakers matching up against the Grizzlies and how it'll be an easier matchup for them because they can't shoot the ball like that? AD should be performing like this, bro.
Yeah, I've been trying to tell people the entire
But that's for the rest of the squad. AD gonna be AD on defense regardless.
Yeah, AD's gonna AD like.
Yeah, he's gonna be
Hey, listen,
generational.
I hear you. But listen, that's gonna conclude today's episode of Low Nose. We got the NFL draft.
That's the last one.
There's nobody else in the room, so
all right, bet. Say less.
So y'all be easy. Salute to everybody. Like the video. We have 1,100 people in here. Subscribe. Peace. Join us next time, man.